Yeah, yeah. Shout out everybody in the chat. Y'all know what time it is. Pull up on me. Step on that goddamn like button, man. We about to get into it. Young Bryce say he ready to goddamn win. Yeah, we gonna get into it. Shout out Bryce Young and his lying ass. Step on the like button. Pull up over here, man. We about to talk about that. We gotta talk about that. Goddamn it, Bryce Young, Cam Newton taking shots at the organization. What the fuck are we? What are we coming to? Let me twist my green thing up. Shout out to everybody in this bitch already. Who we got? Who we got in here already? Yeah, yes. What is it? Yeah, this my goddamn Friday. Yeah, it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Got Young Mello first and foremost. Shout out Clarence Anderson. Shout out Flow Nation. What's good? Shout out Donna B. Shout out Kid Sullivan. Shout out Poppy Dangerfield. Mr. Toxic Black. Mr. Gemini. Red Man Boy. Herb Gotti the Don. What's poppin'? Shout out Hank. Shout out my guy Charlie, Bo Carter, Corey David. What's hood? What's hood with you, my G? Talk to me. Why? Hey, look, y'all pulling up in the backstage kind of early. Y'all know y'all gonna be there for a minute. You know I gotta open this soliloquy on this shit here. Shout out Nick's Tri-State and my guy Young Corey in the backstage already. Shout out Jew Tyler, Great Flow Nation, Aaron Pollard, what's poppin'? Shout out Derek Lynch. Shout out Young Landon. God damn it, Young Landon, what's poppin'? Shout out Mo, say little nigga not ready. We know he ain't. We know he ain't. Shout out Nick Short. Shout out Rashid Ali. Shout out MJ. Shout out Wallace the drummer. Shout out J Trill. Hey, look, I see y'all. Candy Girl in the chat. Shout out Euphoric. Shout out, who else we got? Shout out Jew Tyler Great. God damn it, Big Cat. What's poppin', nigga? Shout out my nigga Big Cat. Big Cat, you may have to come front and center today, dog. I'm telling you right now, Big Cat, you and only you may have to come front and center today, dog. I ain't gonna even play with you today. Big Cat, they in my DMs. They harassing me, telling me, oh, you gonna let Big Cat get away with that shit? I say, get away with what? All that shit he talked about CJ Stroud. I said, oh, you know what? Hey, you goddamn right. I'm going to bring Big Cat ass to the table, goddamn it. We'll put Big Cat ass on the table. Put some jelly on his ass, some mustard. We gonna eat that nigga free lunch. That's free lunch right there. Shout out Big Cat. I see you, my G. Yeah. Bring your ass to the table. Shout out Rockhead 81. I see you, my G. Legacy 2K. Who else we got in this bitch, man? Who else we got? Shout out, who else we got? Who that is? The real Two Goons TV. Shout out the real Two Goons. Nah, you ain't. Come on now. Stop playing. Shout out Hank. Nadar. What up, Nadar? My guy Nadar. You gotta roll your tongue. I told y'all. Nadar. Nadar. What's good, my friend? Shout out Nadar. Who else we got in this motherfucker, man? We gonna get into the content. I need to roll me a green thing, though. Shout out B Print. I'll see you Sunday, my G. Make sure you on the live watch party reaction. We will. We gonna get that win this Sunday, dog. Somebody old gotta go, goddammit. And it's gonna be ours. Big fight Saturday night. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a good goddamn weekend. Shit, that to be exact. Who else we got in here? Shout out Dick the Down. Shout out 1-2. Shout out Charlito. Tahil Kev. What's poppin'? Josh Barnes. I see you. I see you, my G. Who else in this bitch? Who else in this motherfucker? Shout out Liquor House. Shout out my guy 704 House, Liquor House Talk Network. Yes, sir. Shout out D2 Kingpin. What up with you, D2? Hey, look, if you new over here, make sure you subscribe. Do that for me. Make sure you do that favor. Turn your notification on so you don't miss shit I drop. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. I think that's everybody right there. Shout out Dimitri Contra. I see you, my G. Alice Sailor, Alonzo Sam. Y'all pulling up late. Y'all pulling up late. Shout out Jeffy. Jeffy. Shout out QJ Smith. We in this bitch. Nick Shaw say, Unc, I know you. He say, Unc, I know I missed the last few lives, but I have K. Oh, ain't no thing, Nick. I know you watch all. Even if you miss it, I know you watch it, my G. Don't even act like that. I don't hold no grudges, man. Shout out Nick Short. Shout out my guy Charlie, lighting the screen up already with their goddamn super chat. What he said? What he said? He said, "Who you got, Charlito or Canelo? Goddamn it, Canelo. What? What? I'm taking all goddamn bets. Goddamn it, Canelo. Say something else. I'm taking Saul. Goddamn it, Saul. Canelo is my favorite fighter in boxing right now. Canelo is the greatest fighter in boxing. That's fighting boxers. That's fighting. I'm talking about retired fighters. I'm talking about fighters in the game right now. Canelo is the best pound for pound. Canelo is the highest paid. Canelo is the highest draw. Shout out Saul Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, man, he might knock Charlo ass out, man. He might knock Charlo ass out. It's gonna be a good one though. Charlo, hey, Charlo ain't gonna be no bitch now. He ain't no bitch. He gonna go out on his shield. Make no mistake about that shit. He gonna be hurt. He gonna have to get stopped, and I think Canelo gonna do the job. I think Canelo gonna do the job. Bo Carter say Mayweather say that motherfucker was easy. He was. Hell, Mayweather, my favorite fighter ever. When Mayweather fought Canelo Alvarez, Canelo came in, I think he was 44 or 45 and fucking old when he came in to fight Mayweather. Mayweather was still like 40 something and 02. So at the time, Canelo was like 25. He was the motherfucker had Canelo beaten or beaten Mayweather on the cards, and if anything, stopping him. Mayweather made Canelo look like a fucking sea fighter, man. And at the time, Canelo was an animal. He was a fucking machine before he fought Mayweather. He was stopping everybody. But Mayweather outclassed him. And actually, Canelo got way better. If it wasn't for the Mayweather fight in the trio against Gennady fucking Golovkin, Triple G. And you know, Triple G beat him in the first one. The refs, that tie shit, that was because they was in Canelo backyard. Triple G walked through everything Canelo hit him with. Triple G had Canelo looking bad. But hey, Canelo's the best fighter out here, but except he jump up weights too much. But never mind the boxing. We talking about Bryce. You want? Hey, look, we can watch the fight Saturday night. Yo, who want to watch the fight with me Saturday night? You already know what to do. It's only gonna cost you $10 to the Cash App. Send it to the Cash App. Say, oh, they're for the fight party. Hey, make sure you send your fucking phone number so I can send you a link to the direct fight party Saturday night. I cut that motherfucker on. We'll watch it together. Shit, think I'm bullshit. I got Canelo beating him though. Now back to Bryce. Pull up on. Matter of fact, let me get my green thing twisted. Hold on, man. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do right here, cause my young nigga stayed out. Shout out young Corey. What's up, my G? Young Corey. Hey, young Corey. See, sorry. I try to let young Corey come up early, but it's okay then. Yeah, man, I got my own soliloquy. Shout out young Corey. I'll let you up when you're ready, my G. I'll let you up when you're ready. Shout out everybody in the chat. Step on that like button. Oh, yeah, real quick. Shout out all my moderators. I'm talking to my moderators. YouTube gave y'all some more power today. YouTube said y'all can tighten the wrench on these motherfuckers a little bit more today. Now, real quick, before I say what I'm about to say, and I'm talking to my moderators, everybody with that goddamn blue wrench, shout out Howie. Shout out Howie. YouTube is allowing all moderators to put any one of you unruly motherfuckers in the chat that ain't a mod or a member in timeout for what, 10 seconds or 24 fucking hours, boy. You talking about some beautiful shit. Shout out all my moderators. Look here. Now, they give you, I think it was like 4 different options. I don't know how many options it is. I had to check it. But shout out my moderators. Y'all got the power to put a motherfucker in a corner for 10 seconds or put his ass in a holding cell for 24 hours. It don't matter to me. However you want to do it. But I strongly suggest it before you block somebody out of this chat to utilize the timeout rules now. Utilize the timeout. Put a motherfucking timeout for 10 seconds if you done told him more than one. If he ain't listen after 10 seconds, give his ass a couple minutes. He don't listen after a couple minutes, we're going to have to give his ass that third strike, 24 hours. That means he'll miss a live regardless. Shout out to everybody pulling up in the backstage. Y'all stay there. I'm going to drop a couple points first. Then we're going to get to it. Shout out 22 Keys in the chat. My guy, Chris Griggs. Let me twist this good green up, man. This shit here's some gas, man. God damn. Shout out to everybody that done been at a meet and greet with me. You know what I mean? That know what type time I be on. But this shit here right here, boy. Some of the best I done had in a while as far as the punch. You know what I mean? As far as the sensation of hitting your motherfucking ass. This shit here put you down. Some old tranquilizer shit. Shout out Trevor Cunningham. Howie, I see you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all up anyway. Y'all, if you see the link, Howard, it's in the chat. Hit it. Pull up in the backstage. I'm gonna let y'all up momentarily. I got y'all. Shout out my guy Howie. Howie, Bryce Young say he ready to fucking play. He say he ready to win. That's what he said. Shout out Bryce Young. Did y'all catch his fucking press conference today? Bryce Young said he learned a lot on the sideline inside of one fucking week. We're gonna get into that. We definitely gonna get into talking about he learned a lot on the sideline. Bitch, how you learn a lot? What you fucking learn? We're gonna get into it. You know what I mean? I told you, Bryce talks so goddamn much is to his detriment. He talks so much it's hurting his character. You know what I mean? Bitch, shut up. 15 fucking minutes, all they asked you was 3 questions. Oh, we finna get into Bryce, man. We finna get into that. I hope to God y'all caught that Bryce Young shit. Shout out Mr. Stanley Lonely. What up, Mr. Stanley? Shout out Dead Rabbit. Fuck you been at, Dead Rabbit? He say Bryce hate hour. No, this is not Bryce hate hour. This is not hate. God damn it. Bryce Young said everything out his mouth that I'm about to talk about. I'm not here to bash Bryce. Bryce, he gonna bash himself. Shit, I ain't here to do that. This is not a hate hour. You cut that shit out. Hate hour. I will. You stay right there, Dead Rabbit. Answer this, then, Dead Rabbit. And this is the Bryce hate hour. Why in the fuck did Bryce stand up there in front of them reporters and tell them motherfuckers he didn't know when he got hurt? They asked Bryce when they said, Bryce, well, can you tell us when you hurt your ankle? Bryce said, hell, I don't know. Hell, I don't know when I hurt my ankle. Hell, I don't even know if my ankle was ever hurt. Yeah, that's what Bryce said. Shout out OTF Mike for this super chat. Lighting the screen up. Say, well, is it time the turning point? Or he say, well, is this the turning point on how you feel? What turning point? For Bryce? Are you talking about Bryce? If you're speaking about Bryce, we're gonna get there. Wait one. Wait one, wait one. Shout out young Corey. Hold up, Corey. Hold up, Corey. Young Bryce said he didn't know when he got hurt, guys. That way he said. And then the bitch asked him again because she couldn't believe he said what he said. She said, "Well, no, hold on, Bryce." She said, "Well, did you? Can you tell me when you felt the pain in your ankle?" Bryce said, he said some stupid shit sometime after the game, something like that. But Bryce stood on the podium and told us today that he don't know when he hurt his ankle, guys. If his ankle was even hurt. So shout out to everybody that alluded to Bryce being benched for Andy Dalton week 3, because that was exactly the case in point. And shout out Bryce Young. He also alluded to YouTubers and not being able to control what we say on the outside. Shout out Bryce Young. Big Cat. Bryce Young watching the channel, dog. He watching the channel. Make no mistake about that. He alluded to the YouTubers today. Motherfucker, you. Hey, shout out Bryce Young. And look, to be honest, and then we finna get into it. I'm like my green thing right goddamn there. Big Cat, I got that cherry gelati. I got some cherry gelati over here, but that ain't gonna last a month, brother. To tell you right now, it ain't gonna last a month, brother. I put you a little bit to the side. Put it in the freezer for you. But Bryce Young come out today, says he's ready. Second full day of practice. This is, in fact, I think my guy Elaine alluded to it. Thursday, no, one of y'all alluded to it that Wednesdays and Thursdays is heavy installment. My if I'm honestly thinking, guys, I believe they gonna try Bryce the fuck out there week 4 in Charlotte. Now, y'all know where I stand there. I told y'all yesterday, Bryce Young start, somebody got to be fired. Something, something, something has went wrong, guys. If Bryce Young runs out there week 4 and start week 4, guys, something wrong happened up top. Somebody has to be fired. Now, who it is? Because we know it ain't gonna be Tepper on the Nicole. We know it ain't gonna be David on the Nicole. Somebody has to be fired. Now, will it be Thomas Brown? Will he be the first one to get the axe? Will he be the casualty for what's been not happening in the offense? I don't know. I'm speculating. But somebody has to be fired. Shout out my guy Chris Griggs. Say they all watch it. Pause up. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact, Chris. I ain't gonna even lie to you. Oh, I know they watch it. Watching heavily and can't wait to say something to you about it. You hear me? I'd have never known I was in niggas' households if they would have never told me. You know what I mean? Well, motherfucker would have never told me. I'd have never known I'm on your goddamn, on your TV, on your cell phone. I'd have never known this shit. I can see my subscribers, but YouTube names are YouTube names. You don't know who's who in real life, not unless you meet them in person. But still in all, yeah. Yeah, I would have never known if a motherfucker ain't make it known, but shout out to them. Shit, cause I'm a forever use that. As far as I'm concerned, they clout chasing. Them the motherfuckers. They was the ones clout chasing. So, try to press me for clout. You know what I mean? Cause I told them right in their face. You know I'm gonna go live with this shit. I'm gonna let my goddamn people know how the fuck y'all tried to press me. You do know that, don't you? I told them. I looked them right in their eyes and told them. Shit, so it ain't no getting me misconstrued there. Like, oh, I ain't know you was gonna go live and tell everybody. No, I told you I was, nigga. I told all y'all I was. Shit, so it ain't no bull, it ain't no shit that and shout out to them. But then back to it. Again, somebody has to be fired. And my I don't know who, but somebody has to answer for what happened. What happened in the first 4 weeks of the season? Regardless, even if we win Sunday, guys, you start Bryce. Say you start Bryce. Bryce comes out and wins Sunday, right? You still got to answer for the slow start. There's somebody has to answer for that. Bryce come out and start week 4 and win after he's set for a week because y'all somehow conjured up this fucking ankle injury. Bryce don't even know he had. Bryce don't even know he had a fucking ankle injury, guys. Go look at his interview. Watch it. He'll tell you. He said, I'll play that shit right now. Don't make me run Bryce. I'll play it right now for your black ass. Like I want. Y'all know what type time I be on. I cue that shit up faster than I can say, yeah. Like I'm bullshit. But Bryce told y'all he don't even know that he had an ankle injury. But if he comes out and start now, somebody saying y'all saying turning point. It's the turning point. Okay. If that is in fact the case, I say what I said before the season started. You should have set Bryce weeks 1 and 2 at least, because if Bryce in this same interview or same press conference that I told y'all, the nigga said he didn't even know he was hurt. Bryce also said, what the fuck? What else Bryce say? What else Bryce say? God damn it, Bryce say so fucking much, man. God. Oh, Bryce also said with the 1 week out, when he was out, he was able to learn so much from the sideline. That's what he said. These are his words. I learned so much from the sideline. And as soon as he said it, I said, bitch, in 1 week? You learned that in 1 week, bitch? Well, hey, who am I? Who the fuck am I? I'm just sick of these motherfuckers trying to talk to me like I'm 3 years old. You know what I mean? Like you can tell me a $5 bill is 100 or something. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, you got little kids. Hey, daddy, give me dollar, or give me some money. You know what I mean? You give her a goddamn dollar bill, tell her that you got 100, baby. She don't know the damn dip. Quit lying to us like we goddamn. You know what I mean? 3 years old, boss. Quit doing that shit, because I ain't gonna keep taking it lightly. Shout out ICP for that super chat, lighting the screen up. What he said. Icy said Cam Newton was right about Bryce Young. Okay, now you stay right there, because we finna talk about that. He said Cam Newton was right about Bryce Young. This team needs more weapons to support him, but in the long run, we'll be glad we drafted him first overall. God damn it. Okay, then. Shout out ICP. We're going to come right back to that, Icy. We coming right back to that, Icy. I can't believe you said that shit. I don't believe you believe it. I don't believe you believe it. Shout out my guy, Jamal Malone, for that super chat, lighting the screen up. Say Bryce got bitch because he isn't ready. Hey, man. Hey, hey. We gonna talk about that, dog. We gonna talk about that, dog. Shit, yeah. Shout out ICP. Talking about shout out Cam Newton was right about it. Now, you know what, ICP? I saw that same Cam Newton shit, and the Cam Newton was just happy to be talking about football. You hear me? And for that damn nigga, I think it was KJ Wright, for KJ Wright to say Cam Newton, I gotta talk about your team, dog. First off, Cam ain't a Panther no fucking more. He don't know what's going on inside the organization. He on the outside looking in, like your black ass was, like I am. But anyway, for Cam to speak on Bryce Young and what the Panthers don't have and hadn't done or didn't put, or he won't be successful in his first year. Cam talking like that because he fucking out the league now. Now just imagine Cam still talking about he wanting to fucking play. Cam still talking about he want to fucking play. Now, just imagine if David Tepper and Scott Fitterer was considering bringing your stinking ass in here to back Bryce up. Just imagine. Now you played your goddamn self, Cam, again for the 6th time. Cam Newton likes to play himself. That's what I'll say. That's what I will say. And as far as him being right about weapons around Bryce, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit because prior to Bryce getting drafted, you niggas stood on his weapons. You niggas stood on what the fucking organization was doing around his ass. So I don't fuck all that weapon talk. Adam Thielen threw that bitch 58 times. No interception. Stop playing. Shout out BJ for that super chat, like that goddamn screen up. He say, have a buddy connected to the coaches. It was a mental break he needed as he's not ready, as was never hurt like we knew. Facts. And Bryce told you that. Bryce said that shit today. Yeah, oh, damn, I had an ankle injury? He looked at that bitch like she was crazy when she said that shit. I said, I don't know. I don't know when I got hurt. I don't know. Shit, I don't know. I don't know. Shout out my guy Jester for that super chat. Lighting the screen up. Say Star Andy. Man, he say, let man child keep on learning. Facts. Bryce ain't ready, man. He's not ready. But Bryce came out today and said he is ready. He said he's ready to win a football game. So in the chat, do y'all believe Bryce Young is? Let me do this shit right. In the chat, this is a yes or no fucking question. Is Bryce Young ready or not? Yes or no? In the chat, go. God damn it. Tired of playing these games. Say Unc on the fence with Bryce. No, fuck I ain't. No, fuck I ain't. I am not on the fence with Bryce. I told you last night, OTF Mike. If Andy Dalton is right, you let his ass start, dog. I don't give a fuck if Bryce done been in practice for the last 2 days. As far as I'm concerned, he backing up Andy Dalton there. I see a lot. I see a lot of mixed signals going on in the chat. I don't think y'all know how y'all feel. It's a goddamn shame. Carolina Panthers or the Charlotte Observer put out some shit. Bryce Young healthy. The little nigga come on a fucking a press conference and say he feel good, and then there go that Bryce enthusiasm. That Bryce enthusiasm is showing up. The Bryce enthusiast is showing up now. Now that Bryce say, I feel good. I talk too much, and for sure, it's obvious. It's obvious we gotta play better. It's obvious I got nappy hair. It's obvious I got little feet. It's just obvious I'm a little. I mean, Bryce, he talks too fucking much. He talk too fucking much. But case in point, man, they start Bryce. Somebody got to answer for that. I'm sorry. I don't feel comfortable as a fan. Shout out all y'all saying Shout out all y'all saying y'all think he ready to win. I mean, how? What has Bryce shown y'all this year that says he's ready to win a fucking football game? Tell me. Somebody, please. God damn it, Bryce ain't stressing these defenses. He's not. Shit, man. Bryce, shout out Bryce Young and shout out Cam Newton because again, I told y'all Cam Newton got a mental issue going on. Now I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. That's I'm being a sucker for that. Shout out Cam Newton. Now, what I will say about Cam Newton and that KJ Wright podcast. When Cam talked about his time in Carolina, I said to myself, if David Tepper don't do right by Cam Newton, right? And regardless to us as a fan base debating on if my nigga should go to the Hall of Fame or not, what is certain, Cam Newton it should be inducted into the Carolina Panthers Ring of Honor, and that type of shit should happen like next year. If Cam Newton retires, this is the type of shit that Cam Newton is old in Charlotte. Now, I watch Cam Newton and I watch him talk about his 2015 season and look like KJ wanted to allude to Cam Newton's, MVP season rather. But if anything is certain, David Tepper need to hurry up and give Cam what he's fucking owed. And that's a place solidified in Charlotte. You know what I mean? I'm talking about in the Carolina Panthers organization. I don't give a fuck if it's a statue, make it a statue. I don't give a fuck. It ain't got to be a whole statue. Put Cam Newton's fucking bust in there. But give us a statue of his head there. Fuck all that. Cam Newton is owed so much in the city of Charlotte by the team, the organization of the Carolina Panthers. Never mind how we may talk about Cam now. Cam is a retired veteran now. That's what he is. You hear me? So with that being said, I mean we in Charlotte got to get that nigga what he's owed, and that's everything. That's everything. I don't give a fuck if it's a statue. It got to be put in the Ring of Honor. I don't give a fuck if you put a whole fucking section in the goddamn wall, in the waiting area or the wall. I don't know. I don't give a fuck what you do, but you got to do something to honor Cam Newton as a Carolina Panther. You gonna honor fucking Greg Olsen. You gonna honor Luke Kuechly. You gonna damn sure have to honor Cam on a grand scale. I'm sorry. On a grand fucking scale. It has to be. Get a nigga a parade. Give him a parade that day. It'll be a hell of a turnout. Trust me. Trust me. Let Cam ride through on a float like a homecoming queen. My bad, king. Let him ride through like a homecoming king. He'll enjoy this shit. But anyway, enough on Cam. I had to say that because that's what I was getting while watching that, because he as a football player still allude to his time in Carolina, because honestly, quite frankly, that's all Cam know. Whether or not he went somewhere else, he still belonged to Charlotte. You feel what I'm saying? So we got to give him what he's owed. Shout out. And hold on, let me drop the link. Let me let these niggas up real quick. Matter of fact, let me finish this real, and then I'm gonna let y'all niggas up. Again, we deter. A lot of y'all say Bryce ain't ready. Few of y'all say he is. I'm saying he's not. And that's not saying Bryce has not translated to the NFL. That's saying Bryce ain't ready to win games just yet. Bryce is going to have to learn to win at this level, just like every quarterback does, just like every coach does. You're going to have to learn and develop methods of winning in the NFL. That's what Bryce has to do. And I don't think being on the bench, being on the sideline for one fucking week is enough. One of the motherfuckers asked Bryce about the chunk plays that they was able to get with Andy Dalton. And did he learn something from it? And Bryce said, yeah. He showed me how to find targets downfield. What? No, Andy just threw the fucking ball, Bryce. That's what Andy did. He ain't show you how to search and find targets downfield. And if he did, Bryce, you're telling us that you didn't look for targets downfield. You're telling us you never searched for them downfield as a first week and a second week starter. That's what you're saying. If you stood on the sideline week 3 and what you saw Andy do showed you how to look downfield, that's what you said, Bryce. I ain't making this shit up. You said that shit, nigga. Bryce Young, you said it. I ain't say that shit. You said it. You the one said you learned a lot on the sideline, nigga. How? The fuck did you learn, Bryce? How to post? You learn how niggas like they Gatorade. You learn how niggas want they goddamn towel, nigga. That's what you learn. Shit, I saw a play after Andy threw that touchdown to DJ Chop. Andy got to the sideline, the black phone was fucking ringing. Andy was on the black goddamn phone. I said, what the hell? I ain't know it was a black phone in Charlotte, on the Charlotte side in the last 10 years. Andy Dalton was on the goddamn black phone. Goddamn it, he just hit it and sent it. That's what that mean. When they get on the black phone, they just hit it and send it. Now, I don't know what Andy Dalton had an incentive for throwing a touchdown. I don't know. When the black phone ring, they pick it up. They're being informed of that incentive they reached. That's what that is. Shout out Andy fucking Dalton. I bet money Bryce ain't getting on no black phone this year. If he do, he turning around. He turned it around. But I don't see that happening. Bryce told y'all he wouldn't hurt, goddammit. I don't think so. But if Bryce Young stop, man, we really gotta question some shit, with this organization. We really gotta look at the organization, man, if he starts. After the showing that Andy Dalton, displayed Sunday, and if Andy's 100% still, in no case do you start. Now look, I'll say this, and then I'll drop the link. The Carolina Panthers start Bryce Young. That's what it is doing, is showing me one thing. It's showing me that the Carolina Panthers are gonna stand on that fucking pick. That they're gonna stand on. They're gonna stand on what they did in this year's draft. They're gonna stand on that shit. They're gonna stand on Bryce over CJ Stroud, regardless of what happened. If they start Bryce, this is me, or this is the Carolina Panthers showing me. Now I'm just talking about me. It's showing me they all in on that little nigga, man. And they was always all in on him. Cause the only reason I say that is because of the performance of Andy Dalton. And if Andy Dalton's 100% this week, and you still start Bryce over Andy Dalton, that says to me that Bryce is, in fact, our fucking number one quarterback. Hands down. Regardless of what he do, regardless of how good he look, he's our fucking number one quarterback. Regardless, because I've seen situations where a starter get hurt, the backup come in, play a good fucking game, great game, and you'll start hearing fans or the fan base rumbling like, keep the backup in, goddamn it, keep the backup in. But as soon as that starter healthy or ready to go, and I'm talking about immediately, the starter takes back over his job, regardless to how good the backup has been playing. So And in those senses or in those cases, it's usually a franchise quarterback or hands down the number fucking one. You know what I mean? And that's what Bryce Young starting to me Sunday would represent, that the Carolina Panthers all in on his ass. So and they letting us know that as a fan base. So regardless of what Bryce does or how Bryce look, but that can't be entirely accurate though, because they benched his ass for week 3. That nigga ankle was not hurt. Bryce told you. So I don't know, man. Matter of fact, link in the chat. Y'all pull up on me. Somebody talk to me, man. Let me know how y'all feel about this shit. Shout out Young Corey. Young Corey. Young Corey. Corey, can you hear me?
What's good,
Talk to me, my G.
What's goody, bro?
Yeah, let
You
me
see
know,
what
nigga.
time it
Bryce
is? It's
Young said
Bryce
he ready
time.
to go.
Yeah, you damn right he ready to go. What you thought? What you thought was
No, he
going on here,
not.
huh?
So you now let me ask you a question, because it seems to me that
Okay,
this is a heavy topic. So if Andy Dalton
okay.
is healthy, Corey David, Andy didn't get hurt Sunday. You don't
Okay.
think Andy done enough to
Did
start this week?
Let me ask you a question.
Shoot it,
Did
shoot
Andy
it.
win that game? Did Andy win?
Oh, oh. So Andy, all Andy had to do was win Sunday.
All he had to do was win Sunday. He could have kept the job. That's all he had to do.
So shout out Corey David. Y'all heard him in the chat. Young Corey said all Andy had to do was win the game to keep the starting job. Now, I totally disagree with young Corey there. I don't think Andy needed to win the game. I think Andy done enough inside that game at multiple points in that game to solidify him as the starter moving forward. My question
Mm-hmm.
to the chat is young Corey David right, or is he wrong? That's all I need to know in the chat. Right or wrong? Is he right or fucking wrong? In the chat,
I'm.
go. Because I disagree with you, Corey. I think you're wrong, brother. And I'm
Why
being
you disagree?
honest.
Why you disagree with me, huh?
Because I just told you. I just told you why I disagree with you. Because I believe Andy Dalton done enough Sunday to solidify him as the starter moving forward. You say he shouldn't be.
No, no, not when you see. The thing is, when you put all this capital into Bryce Young, you got to see you got to start him, man. You got to. It ain't like, and I think a lot of us missed the point that Cam was saying. It ain't like we got the when Russell Wilson joined the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we got Cliff Averill, Richard Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Marshawn Lynch.
No, but you got Brian Burns, Derek
That's
Brown,
it.
Justin Houston, Dante Jackson. You had J.C. Horn. You had Jeremy Chin. You got Jeremy Chin. You also got Shaq. Stop playing. Don't do that weapon shit, dog. That weapon shit's not an excuse. And shout out Cam Newton with his lying black ass. Somebody hashtag Cam Newton. Let him know we talking about his motherfucking ass. Because yeah,
A
you
lot of
can't
those
keep doing
guys.
that weapon shit, because at the same time, Cam said, yeah, Bryce got the wide receivers over there, the Adam Thielens, the DJ Chalk. He got the tight end, Hayden Hurst. See, Cam know what type of weapons he got. So y'all gotta stop with that weapon shit. Now I gotta
But the
smoke
but
me
the
another fucking blunt, young
but the
Corey.
thing is this though. The thing is this. What Cam was talking about was from top to bottom. When he said that, he was talking about from GM front office all the way down to the players. You know what I'm saying? And who? Let's be honest. Who the hell know winning football in Charlotte right now? Ain't nobody to keep nobody accountable. You get what I'm saying? We haven't even established a culture, a winning culture in Charlotte since David Tepper been there. It's got to be built from the ground up.
Mm-hmm.
I just think that I honestly, I just think that, you know, we gonna have to give it some time. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna have to give it some time.
Now, what the fuck is your idea of time, young Corey? Talk to
I'm
me.
talking about
Cause
this
you
season.
was one of them niggas talking about playoffs and shit in the first year.
I was, because I thought this coaching what I thought was gonna happen. I thought this coaching staff was light years ahead of where they at. But it looks like for one, they clipped a lot of depth. Like a lot of guys has been here that like Brandon Smith. You know what I'm saying? Shy Smith. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys that's been here for years. I thought they was gonna use those guys as depth, and we was gonna see what those guys can do. You see what I'm saying? And I thought I especially thought that Frank Wright, Josh McCown, Jim Caldwell will have Bryce ready. And if he's not ready, like you said, don't start him. Start Andy Dalton. That's not bad. There was nothing wrong with that. We would have all waited. You see what I'm saying? There was nothing wrong with that. But the way that you threw it out there as if, and you came in on the preseason shit talking about, oh yeah, it's just preseason. We ain't showing all our plays. Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. Hey,
shit.
Bryce did that shit too, though. He said that shit too, man. Well, yeah, we're running things. We was running in training camp. We're not showing anything. We're running training camp plays. That's what he said. That's what Bryce said.
And let me go ahead.
Go ahead, Charles. Go ahead, Charles.
Let me interfere. I'm with you. I disagree with that. If Andy would have won the game, he would have kept his job. Because at the same time, you could do this right here. Okay, Bryce also lost 2 games. Andy only lost 1 game. So is we gonna let Andy Dalton, you know, at least attempt to win a second game or lose a second game? That's up in the air. Also, with the numbers that Andy Dalton, this what goes on to the conversation I had a lot before then that I was telling Unc about, and I hate to say it, but I'm gonna get on the weapons part too. So the 2 games that Bryce had, how many yards he have?
What he got?
299 yards
in 2 games, right?
Yep.
How many yards did Andy Dalton have in 1 game?
361, Charlito.
So that should sum it up to what I was saying about I hate to bring it back up, but I got to the Tyreek Hill situation and the Allen Thielen situation. I heard the live yesterday, and Unc was talking about that. He was like, Allen Thielen had 11 catches for 150 something yards. But
11 catches. He went for 11, 144, and a touchdown.
Okay, and remember I had a conversation where I said that see the weapons. All right, so look, and I said Tyreek Hill, the type of guy who would catch the ball and turn 1 yard to a 60-yard run. And he was talking to some Dolphin fan. He said exactly Tyreek Hill had only 6 yards, 100 and what yard? 6 catches, 100 or something. So you could just imagine if Tyreek Hill had 11 yards, he would have had about 200 yards off rip if he had 11 catches. You know, it's the number.
His first game, he had 200 yards.
Where the numbers, huh?
His first game they played San Diego, I think he had like 9 catches for 200 yards.
He do that on a night-to-night basis. He do that all the time.
It's not even a comparison.
No comparison whatsoever.
Because like I said, it's the numbers part. I would take a dude who give me more production with less touches. I would take a quarterback that give me more production with less games than sitting there having a person who gives me, I got to throw the ball 20 times just for you to get 100 yards when I could just throw the ball 9 times to get the same production, if not better.
I got a question.
Yeah, now with Bryce Young, I've been saying it because I don't know what's wrong with these fans. It's like, do you want to, and really it's the coaches too. Do you want to win or do you want to lose? Because me personally, I would have took the veteran presence from day one.
Season's not about winning. It's about developing our rookie quarterback.
I got a question.
I'm not
That's
gonna
what
put my money on no rookie.
Hold on real quick,
development.
fellas.
See,
Shout
the
out HM the MC. What's up, my G?
Hey, let me just say this real quick. You know the problem is? The problem is that
CJ's on a different team. Stop
Bryce
talking about other
Young
quarterbacks,
fans,
bro. Different team, different situation.
You Bryce Young fans, it's so sad how disingenuous you are. I'm so glad that CJ is doing good. This spits in the face of all you mofos that talk that Bryce Young shit. Because the fact that CJ playing good, you motherfuckers don't like it. You go, Bryce ain't ready for the NFL. The coaching staff
You
not
just
ready
hate
to
it, bro.
coach that
You
little
just
shit,
a hater,
man.
bro.
Leo came in this bitch shoot.
Hey,
Hey,
So, like,
do me a favor.
Hold on, let me hear Leo, guys.
These are same mofos that bragged about Bryce intelligence, his X, Y, and Z.
Smart.
But they talk shit about CJ. They said CJ X, Y, and Z. He can't
Did
stand the pocket.
RG3
He
look
can't
good
throw
after his
ball.
first
Hold
year?
on, real quick,
Did
brother,
RG3 look good after his
real
first
quick.
year?
Because the football guys is showing the Panthers and you fucking fans for being
You
fucking
can't
idiots.
compare another team's situation to
CJ is
ours.
dominating. CJ went to Jacksonville, won a fucking home game against a motherfucking national championship winning
big
quarterback
fucking
who
game,
went to the
Leo.
playoffs last year.
Big game.
Don't give me no shit like that.
Yeah, because me and the other
Hold on real quick, fellas. Hey, shout out Leo. Leo, you know the media, the analysts they talking about CJ all fucking week long and what he did in Jacksonville. You know what I mean?
I watched the whole
what
game.
CJ Stroud is doing as far as week 3, God damn it, is unprecedented, guys. Understand what we saying. Now, meanwhile, you look at Bryce Young, the first overall pick, who lied about an ankle injury. It be exact.
beat him.
Leo, let me ask you
The
on
Colts
this.
beat him.
Corey, don't make me watch the match like I did yesterday.
They're gonna ignore that.
Hold on 1 second, Landon. Hold on 1 second, Landon.
I hear you. I have
both of
You
y'all.
hear me, dog? Okay.
What was
He
Jacksonville's
ain't gonna never
record
recognize.
last year?
Jacksonville went to the playoffs, Corey. Jacksonville lost to Jacksonville.
Why they ain't beat the Colts though? Why they ain't beat the Colts though?
Jacksonville lost to the Chiefs who won the Super Bowl. So don't ask me that, brother. Don't ask me that. Bryce Young ain't shit. He ain't gonna beat shit. Y'all gonna keep holding on to that shit.
Why they ain't beat the Colts though? That's another rookie.
Somebody out 2 games
Another rookie quarterback over there. Why ain't beat the Colts?
Don't do it, Howie.
They ain't gonna answer that, Howard.
They ain't gonna answer that. See, they keep skipping around that like they don't even see that. And I love that. I love that.
Let me ask you this, Corey.
I'm
Why is
loving that
CJ
part.
Stroud the only quarterback in NFL history to not throw an interception in the most attempts ever in NFL history? That's more than Cam. That's more.
Do you like stats? Oh, do you like stats over wins? I'm gonna ask that question
Howard,
once
quit
again.
cutting the man off. Leo,
Yeah, y'all don't want to talk real.
Let me read this money, fellas. Y'all come in and be crazy as hell. Shout out Euphoric for
Leo
that super
coming through
chat.
here on a beam.
Lighten the screen up. Say shout out to ICP. Even Dalton lost with a healthy DJ Chalk. No, here we go.
Here we go. I'm about to light him up.
Nah, hold on, Landon. You gonna let me read this money first, young thug. Shout out Tez for that super chat. Lighten the screen up. Say before the draft, Cam said he would choose
Bryce Young.
Yeah. Cam crazy as hell.
He did say it.
Cam knew Bryce wasn't gonna do shit. Shout out Cam Newton. Shout out Mr. Toxic.
That's a good one, Unc. I like that.
Hold on, Howie. Hold on, guys. He say, rise up. Cam Newton made football fun in his prime.
Damn right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
No. Right,
that's the last time we ever had fun and bragged as a Panther. The very last time.
Howard, listen. He did make it fun,
hold on. I can't. Hey, let me hear Corey David. And let me read this last money. Shout out Subianchik. Say CJ's win got Bryce motivated. Okay, then.
No.
Okay.
Man.
All right, now, which one of you fellas got the floor?
Hey, let me just say this right quick. Let me just say this right quick. Can I say this right quick? I'm coming right back.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You said something stupid. I'll watch you up.
Landon, chill out, boy. Matter of fact, Landon, I ain't gonna do this shit today. You get your ass in the chat, boy. My patience thin. Shout out, young Landon. All I'm gonna give you another chance. I ain't gonna cut you. I ain't gonna cut your little clip yet. I ain't gonna clip you yet, Landon. But my hand was on the button, young Landon.
Yeah, on the
It was on the button. I ain't gonna clip you yet. Go ahead, my G.
You
Talk
had
your shit.
You had the launch code. For the fire away. Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead, Corey. I'm listening.
No, that was somebody said they wanted to say something.
Nah, I was just gonna say this real quick. I'm gonna drop out and I'm gonna come back, but I just wanted to say this real quick, man. You know, one thing that I am disappointed is I thought, you know, they hyped Josh McCown up and you know, this whole staff up and saying, hey, they're gonna have Bryce ready, woo woo woo. If that is the case, hell, we might as well have had what's his name as a quarterback coach. We might as well have had Cam as a quarterback coach.
Oh my God.
All right, yeah, get your ass on, Corey. Pull back up with this silly shit. Cam, well, hold on. Now, shout out young Corey. Because if you think about it, right? Cam Newton has been running a 707 camp and shit like that for a long time now. And so if there's a belief that Cam Newton could possibly be a quarterback coach, I would say it's possible because Cam has coached younger kids and has been doing it for a while.
Yeah,
if it's about motive, hey, look, shout out Corey. You might be talking about something.
He could be a motive. He could be but let me ask you this: do you think Cam throughout his career, do you think his mechanics as a quarterback was sound, brother?
But see, the thing
Leo,
is,
I think his mechanics. His mechanics got better later in his career. You know what I mean? That's what I
mean. Do you honestly think that he would be a good quarterback coach, or like somebody just like a hype man?
Listen. Hey, Leo, there's quarterbacks out here with all the mechanics you like, you and I don't like, and they ain't made it as far as Cam Newton with his unmechanic ass. So I don't want to hear that shit.
I just want to say this real quick. I hear you say that. Let me just say this real quick, Howard. Let me just say this, Kyle, real quick. Fuck Cam Newton.
Yeah, fuck Cam Newton.
I just want to say that. I
don't care. Guess what? Fuck your theory and fuck the way you think about quarterback should be.
But listen, Leo. What we not finna do is talk about Cam and his 2015 season. Howard.
No, that's
I'm not gonna do that. You're gonna have to get in my cash app. Matter of fact, Howard, hold on. You wait right there. I'm putting my cash app for Howard right now, so Howard knows my cash app.
I mean, I got a feeling I'm just trying to figure out like what can we only talk about certain quarterbacks in here? What's the deal?
I'm not wasting time talking about Cam.
Well, I want to talk about you. Talk about
in 2023.
So can I? Okay, well, what about AR?
No,
you keep skipping around. Okay, so you skip around everything. You talk about Shroud, but you don't want to hear nothing about AR. What kind of shit is that?
Howard, I'm biased, brother. I'm biased.
Okay, all right, I got it. Well, I'm glad you say that.
Yo, let me say this about Cam, and you ain't gonna hear me say nothing else about him. As far as coaching, I don't think that he could coach a Bryce Young. But as far as Howard goes with the AR, like a running quarterback, he could take advantage of that situation. But like Bryce Young, because he also said on that little interview, he said that he didn't really. You can't expect me to throw the ball like a fourth or third the way I want to do it. I do like the ball in my hand. I want to run it, first get my blood flowing and stuff, so I can focus on the throw. So that tells you right there, he's not. If he's a stand in the pocket quarterback, you ain't gonna be successful with Cam training that person. You know what I'm saying? Or coaching that person.
Hey, shout out to QJ Smith for that super chat. Say Cam had elite young quarterbacks come through his program, and he did.
Damn right,
he did.
Damn right.
Hey, that's a fact, QJ. If you think about it, though. Cam been doing that shit now for a while.
But I want to get back on topic with the Bryce Young situation because, like I was gonna say,
please do, Howard.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you something, because you ain't got no bias towards Bryce Young whatsoever, right? And neither do you, Leo. So I'm gonna ask two of y'all, both of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Andy Dalton didn't get hurt Sunday.
No,
so I'm under the impression that Andy Dalton done enough in last week's game to remain the starter moving forward. What say you, Howard, and what say you, Leo?
Howard, let me just say this real quick because I'm letting
one of
go.
y'all take the floor.
I'm gonna say this real quick. If they start Bryce Young, the Panthers ain't trying to win. That's all I gotta say. If they put him out there, they not trying to win this year. I understand.
So Leo, what does that mean, though, bro?
Trying to develop.
0-17, brother.
Why? What's the logic behind that, though? Because Leo, you say they're not trying to win. That means they forfeit into the Chicago Bears premium fucking picks, guy.
Because
But like you said, you just want to put them out there. Go ahead, Howard. I'm listening. Go ahead, brother.
You know why? Because
answer the question first, Howard. Then tell me why. What do you how do you feel about?
I mean, as far as his stats, he need to be starting going forward. That's the answer right there. Andy Dalton need to be starting. But the reason with Young, they was hyped up just like a lot of people was hyped up.
Got one in the chat. So Euphoric said y'all better stop ignoring Howard. Your baby daddy, you said she called you a baby daddy. Euphoric's a female, you a baby daddy, Howard.
Okay, but listen, man. The reason why
a female.
Hey, the reason why though with that young, I'm telling y'all, man, they was hyped up just like a lot of these fans. The coaches was. They didn't have nothing in plan. They didn't know they needed to do this, and that special for him to succeed. They thought he was going to come out there and be smart like everybody was saying. Oh, he's smart. He can adjust. He can do this and that. And then when he got to the NFL, they saw the real deal. Mm-hmm. And that's what the fuck is wrong right there. Just like what Cam said, they sent him to the Wolves, man, thinking that he was going to, be this big bad lion and just fuck the Wolves up. No.
Howard, what the hell are you talking about, man?
Talking about Young. That's why he's.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
They ain't had nothing together for this dude, bro. Nothing.
Yeah. Besides a bunch of injuries and stuff on the team, you can't really go too much.
You got to do special shit for a Bryce. In the NFL, you got to do special things for a Bryce Young. You got to have special shit on that fucking team.
Man, Howard, I told y'all that before we drafted that identity.
I
said. I got a question. I
told you was gonna have to have a plan for that motherfucker, man.
But not for AR. He would show you what to do.
You damn sure need if that was a quarterback in this draft, Howard, AR is the one you definitely needed a fucking plan for.
AR can play in this type of shit. This nasty ass shit. He can play in that.
He played the way he played. What the fuck you talking about?
He can play in that shit, man. He can play in that shit.
I want you to light Howard ass up.
Fucking concussion. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, Bryce Young, did he hurt his ankle?
Protecting from a concussion.
Bryce Young, he hurt his ankle, didn't he? Or did he not?
Coming back after one game. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
He got benched. He got benched.
He didn't get fucking benched. That's just speculation, bro.
There go Euphoric.
But you talking about somebody being hurt.
In the chat, Howard. She said,
because you want to talk about how
he say, no, he said AR is your baby daddy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds more like it.
Yeah, it's all good. But I don't knock gay people. But you need to check who's on your show, man, with that gay shit, man.
Hey, Howard, I don't know what that is. Now you
stop.
Now you cut that out, Howard. You cut it.
He said,
"Hey, Howard, do you got a moderator, Rich?" No, you ain't got no moderator.
I don't. No, let him say what he got to say.
But the thing is, if I would have did the season, me being a veteran, I think I'm a better coach than these motherfuckers, because I would have started with Andy Dalton week 1.
I don't know about that, Charlito.
Yes, hold on, guys. As far as what we seeing, I am, because I would have started Andy Dalton week 1, Andy Dalton week 2, and Dalton week 3. Now the thing is, even if we would have
I'd have ran Andy until he got hurt, maybe. If I wanted to put Bryce in the game, it would be after we got a few wins to be able to, to be able to play with. I'm not, what I'm saying? If we got 5 wins,
You know what I'm saying? I could lose one with Bryce. I'll probably let him play the Texans game just to see who, you know what I'm saying, just to go at it like that. But then, you know, after that game, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna still sit you down and, you know what I'm saying, go with my veteran. I would never start anything. Like I told you to the other live. If I go to the NASCAR, I'm not gonna bet on a rookie to beat a bunch of veterans. You know what I'm saying? Even the go-go girl. I'm not finna go against a rookie to try to even beat the go-go girl. So what I look like sitting there like, yeah, I'm gonna put you in this race, spend all this money on you, and you going, man, nah, bro. I'm going straight veteran, betting on all the greats. I'm not finna, man, that's on anything. I'm not finna do that. I'm not, no.
You're not wrong. Andy Dalton should have started the season. I give you that. And this is coming from die on Bryce Hill guy, right? But the thing is, it doesn't help that they're calling different plays and doing different things for Andy Dalton compared to Bryce Young.
Hey, can I tell you something? I ain't said nothing all yet, real quick.
Hold on, young Landon. Then I got you.
Go ahead.
Shout out Donna B. Say y'all better leave Howard alone. Go ahead, young Landon.
I can come if I want to.
Go ahead, young Landon.
When I think about what Bryce Young says that he's ready to win, I think he's lying. But he ain't really lying. I think he's just not ready. I think he's confident. I like his confidence. But Andy Dalton is the one that is good. If he could keep him in, we get a 13-4 record. Bryce Young, I could say maybe a 10-win record, maybe not even that. But hopefully we get Andy Dalton in versus the Vikings. I'm going to be wanting to watch that game. But I got to go to church again on Sunday, but I'm going to be watching the game tape on that one. Should be a good one. But who do you got on the Packers-Lions game tonight? I got the Lions winning that one for sure.
So, anyways, back to the conversation with Bryce and stuff. You know, I don't agree with you with that. Why they call different plays, because it could go a million things. They probably got the same plays, but the thing is, Andy Dalton took the throws that was necessary. Like Bryce Young probably just didn't see those open. He probably just wanted to do.
We're also starting to see our wide receivers get healthy now.
So and then on top of that, wide receivers, you know, and then on top of that, it could have been a factor where they was running plays that were based on Bryce strengths and running things that was based off of Eddie Dalton's strengths.
I think they're experimenting on what they can use with Bryce and his strengths. I think
what happened to all the hype? What happened to all the hype?
All right, stop talking about the hype. We get it. We all bought the hype. Shit, I mean, it didn't turn out the way we wanted to. We get it. We're here now. Whatever.
Yeah, so now y'all try. Now you want to fix it. Now you want to fix it. Now
we try to move forward. We ain't trying to keep talking about
Howard, you an asshole, man. Howard talking about so now you want to fix it now. Hey, Howard sound like he talked to his wife or something that cheated on him. Oh no, now you want to fix it now. You want to fix it.
We want to fix that. Yeah, you know, like listen. Now, moving forward, he's still Bryce Young. Y'all do know that, right?
Yeah, he's still a rookie quarterback that's got to develop, bro. What are you talking about?
He's still little Bryce Young, dog.
No.
Don't start insulting his size, bro, because you're a big 6'5" quarterback hurt too. So shut the fuck up, bro.
Don't get mad at me. Shit, I ain't the one who did that.
You want me to get mad at you? I would say he's an Alabama Bryce Young.
I ain't the one who did that. Shit,
I'm gonna tell you what the difference maker. I'm gonna tell you what the difference maker was.
Since one quarterback also
was Adam Thielen had a good game. Andy Dalton didn't. He did as just about statistically the same as Bryce Young.
Right.
Howard, let me tell you.
Adam, listen. I'm gonna tell you like
hell no. Hell no. Hey, shout out Nick Short. I ain't gonna let you slide with that.
Delusional shit kicks right back in.
Now hold on, Nick. Hold on, guys. Let me get with my guy Nick Short real quick. Nick,
please do.
Say what you just said before I jump on your ass.
Nah, don't repeat that shit. You're gonna look stupid.
I said the reason we got so many yards in the Seahawks game was because Adam Thielen had a good game, not Andy Dalton.
So who threw it to him? Who threw it to him?
No. I can't even let that slide.
No.
I got like 32 pressures. He got pressure on 32 of his dropbacks or something like that.
Fellas, I got it.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Nick, wait. Go get that.
statistically, his accuracy was the same as Bryce Young's. Statistically, he met the same as Bryce Young.
Hold on, Landon. Calm down, young man.
Boy, Nick, I don't know what to say about that.
Hold on, Nick. Now let's stay right there. Stay right there, Nick. Now, what Nick said is statistically, Bryce Young and Andy Dalton had the same, throwing stats, rather. Yeah, am I clear when you say that?
No. Accuracy, not accuracy.
Oh, you saying accurate? Oh, accuracy. Is that what you're saying? Okay, stop right there. Now, hold on, Nick. You do know Andy Dalton went 7 for 11, 121 yards and a ton.
I'm fully aware.
Against the Blitz Sunday night.
Using different plays, using different plays.
So now we're using different plays. So now we're using different plays now. That's like a motherfucker telling you he can make a better cake than you, but he got to use a different oven. That shit don't make sense.
No. Would you say Steve Smith knows football a little bit better than everybody here?
How much to knock Nick off?
No.
Oh shit! Wow! Oh, young Landon, shoot, young Landon. If you talking now, don't flex, because if you flex, Nick might come back and cut your goddamn head off.
Today is payday, Landon.
So I'm gonna that Nick.
Hey.
Oh, Nick, he tried you, bro. He tried you, Nick.
Hold on. That's all right. Everybody here knows he's gonna be the first one off the list.
Nick, I ain't gonna even entertain it because I don't think young Landon know what he doing.
Yeah.
Yo, let me answer Nick. So statistically, explain how Bryce Young played 2 games and only had 100 and what yards, but yet Andy Dalton played 1 game and had way more yards than him with no interceptions. And how many interceptions Bryce had?
10.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
So your statistics,
that's the difference between a seasoned veteran and a rookie fresh out of college that wasn't ready for the NFL.
No, but you brought his accuracy up, though, Nick Short.
Yeah. No,
I mean, Charlo blew a hole in your shit just now.
No. I never said he was perfect. I said the accuracy percentage was the same.
But he ain't throw no interceptions.
It can't be because Bryce got interceptions, dog.
Thank you. In a lot.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah. You can say it. Hold on. Let me shout this money. Shout out Tez for the super chat. Lighting the screen up. Say Cam had way better team as a rookie than Bryce. I'll say, look, see, now y'all gotta stop with that
let's
shit.
Let's not go back in the past.
Years ago.
Let's not go back in the past. Yeah. Let's keep it now. Anyway, I saw that Steve Smith video that he's talking about. And yeah, we were calling somewhat different plays, but you can't take that away from Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton was balling. I mean, we had no run game and he was still balling. And he was under pressure the whole game. You can't take that away from Andy.
I'm not saying Andy's a bad QB. I'm just saying Bryce isn't as bad as everybody's trying to make him out to be.
No, he's not. He's not. He just needs to develop.
He's not bad, but he's playing bad.
So you also got to take into account that the Seahawks defense going into that game was one of the not as good defenses in the league compared to what we'd already faced as far as defenses go. So you got to take that into account as well. But you still can't take it away from Andy. Andy was balling out, even considering we had no run game that game.
Well, yeah, 100%. Andy did his thing. I'm not discrediting Andy by any means. You know what I mean? Like
maybe the way you worded it sounded like you were discrediting him, but
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit, Nick Shaw.
A lot. A lot.
Say what?
Yeah, it sounded like a little discredit. Just a little bit.
No. I'm not trying to discredit Andy. I'm trying to beef up Bryce. Don't get it twisted.
Beef up Bryce. Shout out Nick with a new say. He try and beef up Bryce. Boy, that's a lot of PEDs, ain't it?
Listen, whatever it's got to be, my man ain't as bad. Like, y'all ain't gonna keep dragging my man through the mud and me not say nothing.
Man, he dragging himself through the goddamn mud. Hey, Nick, since you going out on the shield with Bryce, I want you to be here every week. Be here every week he plays and explain for him, vouch for him, jump in front of these bullets for Bryce, because in a minute you're gonna get tired of this shit.
No, I already said when the day comes where I say it's it for Bryce, you already know all hope is lost, because I already said I'm dying on that hill, brother. And I'm a man of my word.
Shout out Bull City King for that super chat. Talking about Andy lost against the 3rd and 4th string defense. Boy, y'all just want to talk shit about Andy. I mean,
our defense let us down that game. They couldn't step up in the moments we needed to.
The offensive line let us down.
Yeah, that too. It was a culmination of that, and our defense just started letting us down.
I ain't never seen no shit.
And tell me how Brian Burns disappears against a bunch of backup fucking offensive line.
That's who he is. That's who he always been.
Yeah, and even with that,
he wants to get paid like an elite pass rusher. I don't understand that.
Y'all asking questions y'all know the answer to already. That's what the fuck that nigga. That's what he did week 1. He came out playing like he was charged in the first quarter and early second quarter. After that, nowhere. Same game, nowhere. Last week, where the fuck was he at?
I think Brian Burns needs to understand the difference between being a good pass rusher and an elite pass rusher. He's good, but he ain't elite. He's not there.
But you can sit there and say all that. I'm not gonna get no. I'm not gonna.
And last year, after they missed the playoffs, after the Packers knocked him out of the playoffs, I think 2 years ago. After that, he lost his tempo because he was good, but by 2020 or 2021, he really fell off.
Yeah, but you can sit there and talk that. I'm not gonna say nothing about that situation with Brian Burns. But even if you wanted to use that as a thing, as a whole, as a defense, as a whole, they still kept us close in the game, regardless of what. You can sit there and say, "Oh, they
couldn't keep points off the board." I mean, yeah, they were holding the field goals, but there wasn't one time that they completely kept them off the board.
But it wasn't like they were scoring on us. Like,
and then the run game was gashing us, man. Kenneth Walker was straight gashing us.
What was it? It doesn't, bro. Even if you man, look, as long as you make your stops in defense, bro. Are you like turnovers or stops? Mostly stops. That's all they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? The extra shit is just extra. As long as you make the stops, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they got this field goal, touchdown. The offense got to do something with that. You know what I'm saying? And it was the offensive line plus the drops that made things that look bad with the team. So
y'all acting like we some type of high-powered offense, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
the main thing that hurt us last game was the fact that we had literally zero run game.
Anybody jump out with a 10-point lead on us, we in trouble all night long.
Like, because if you look at the game, we still was close. We were close enough to, still win if we had time on the clock. But shit, it is what it is. We
so really all night long, bro.
Yeah, so
I tell you what,
it's really the offensive line. Andy Dalton, like I told Unc, even when we were watching it live, I don't give Andy Dalton no fault against that loss. He he could chill back, take his shoes off, and put his slides on. I'm not finna.
I want to say Miles Sanders needs to get his shit together or fucking get off this team, bro. That man has been ass.
Carlito, me, I'm different. I don't give a shit. I want wins. If we can count up the numbers all day long and how he played and all that shit don't mean nothing, man.
Yeah, hey, Howard. Frank came up to the podium multiple times and said, we need this quarter, we need Bryce Young to get this experience. That means this season's more about getting Bryce Young experience than it is wins. Yeah, wins are good and all, but it's more about getting Bryce Young experience and developing this quarterback.
Some people learn by looking.
Hold on. So, as far as completion percentage, Bryce Young has improved every game, and in fact, in that Saints game, outperformed Andy Dalton.
Well, shout euphoric for this super chat. Say Seattle have one of the worst secondaries.
Well, Andy Dalton had more yards and didn't throw no interceptions every game.
I don't know what's going on with this shit, Charlie.
I don't know. Yeah, man.
You must not be a Panthers fan. You must be just an Alabama fan that just like the Panthers.
Seahawks didn't have the worst secondary, but they did have a lot of injuries in their secondary. They had a lot of people out. So you got to take that into account. But
let me ask you something, Nick. Shout out Nick Short. Say he fuck with Bryce. Nick.
Yes, sir.
If Andy Dalton is healthy, you don't think he done enough to keep the starting job?
I don't think he did any better than Bryce.
Oh my
you
God.
get out of here, man.
Well, watch this. Watch this, Nick Short. Shout out everybody in the chat. Did Andy Dalton do better than Bryce Young in his Sunday performance? In the chat, yes or no? Go. We'll let the chat answer.
Nah, I also do it like this. How many interceptions did Bryce throw? How many fumbles did Bryce have? We're gonna take the negative.
So he did way
And
better
then how
already.
many did
He
Andy
already
Dalton
did
throw?
way better.
How many fumbles and turnovers did Andy Dalton have?
Carlito, when you said that, he
So-
already done better
So
than
in
him.
that same argument, right?
There's a lot of other
Everybody
factors,
saying, I'm
man.
seeing
You
a
really
lot
can't.
of yeses.
You really can't
Yeah,
I'm seeing a
compare
lot of
because there's a
yeses.
lot of
Yeah, you
different
can compare.
contexts and shit
Listen,
within those
I'm
games.
seeing a
you know why you can
lot of
compare?
goddamn yeses.
You know why you
This
can
is the
compare?
NFL,
Because
bro.
Bryce
It's no
Young
factor.
played 2 games already versus Andy Dalton's 1. Okay, he
Thank
had
you.
2 chances to try to get right. So let's
Indeed.
Man,
not say
hold
that.
on, Howard.
Against defenses.
Hold on, guys, because this shit ain't over. Shout out everybody in the chat saying no. Shout out Taz.
So-
If those that said no, y'all gotta explain to me what did Bryce do better than
It's
Andy Dalton.
not
Mind you,
that Bryce did it
played 2
better.
games.
It's not that Bryce did it better. It's you got to look at the collective experience here. So like our offense as a collective, those first 2 games was not as executing, and that's definitely evident. And they weren't executing
But so you
perfectly when
don't put
Dalton
none
was
of
in.
that on the
No.
quarterback, dude?
Some of it's
the
on
same
Bryce,
with
but I'm
Andy
just
Dalton.
saying, like, week 3, we have progressed more as far as our wide receivers execute. And we definitely saw our wide receivers execute better in that week 3 game.
Hold on,
Man,
Let me get
listen,
you.
man.
Hold on,
I'm not
wait,
saying-
Hold on, all right,
I'm not saying
all right,
Bryce didn't make
Charlie,
any
I'm
mistakes.
about to let all y'all
Wait,
get
Nick.
to him.
Hold
Let
on,
me
hold on.
read this
Say
money
your
first.
breath. Say your
Hold
breath.
on,
I'm
let
just
me
saying
read
you're
the
not
money
looking at the
first.
bigger picture. You're looking at like
What
each
is the
individual
bigger
game.
picture? You
Hold
don't
on,
see it.
fella.
There is
Let
no.
me read the money first. Shout out Black Eighth Element for that super chat. Lighting the screen up. Say, oh, please let Howard know CJ voted rookie of the month, not Richardson. Oh, I'm sure Howard is well aware.
See, the thing.
You know
See,
what I
the
mean?
thing is, Nick, you got a small ass canvas, but you're trying to draw a big ass picture on it. I got the bigger picture. You just working with a small canvas, trying to draw a big ass artwork on it, like you some type of Bob Ross or something. You're not.
Talking to the wrong person.
This is the thing right here, right? Regardless of how much you like Bryce Young, no matter how much, okay, he's a good quarterback, whatever. But thing is, the eye test never lies to you. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You could
Yeah,
just
it
look
does.
at a motherfucker and listen to people and
Believe
tell
what
how
you see.
bullshit they are
Believe
about.
it.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you've seen enough. 2 games, like I said, and Bryce did worse.
Well,
It was
not
a
only
game, I think.
not only 2 games, preseason also.
What's the
He was
best way?
doing. He started
And-
right there.
What's
He
the best way
started
for a
with
quarterback to get
Andy
experience?
Dalton had less yards. You can
For a
sit
rookie
there and look.
quarterback to get experience, what's the
hold
best
on,
way?
Wait.
What's the best way?
This is the NFL. This is the NFL. A great team could play bad one against a quarterback and look good. You know what I'm saying? A great team, look bad. A bad team could play against a quarterback one day and look good. Every game ain't gonna be the same. Every team ain't gonna be the same. So to sit there and say, well, he was sitting there doing against a different defense and all that. It was a time where we was ranked number 1 in defense, and then damn near through the year we got down with sorry as hell in defense and run and stuff. So don't hand me that
Injuries.
And they
Listen, man.
And your analogy,
Andy
right?
Dalton also had drops. Andy Dalton also had drops, right or wrong.
So
He also.
So you want to, in
question.
your analogy though, you said paint a bigger picture. And you referred Bob Ross. How did he paint a picture, brother? One stroke at a time. You got to give Bryce time to get better.
Hey, shout out Bob Ross. Y'all know Bob Ross, my 5th
You say
cousin.
give him time.
Yeah, Bob Ross is my 5th goddamn cousin. Y'all stop playing.
How much time you
Shout
talking
out
about?
Bob
2 more
Ross.
years? Hey, 2
If
more
you
years?
keep taking-
What? How much more time? How much more time, bro?
He needs at least 2 years to even get a fair evaluation of
So it's
Bryce.
safe to say we gotta wait 3. We gotta wait 3 fucking more.
Stop your black ass right there.
Most
Hold
rookie
on,
quarterbacks
Howard.
get at
That
least 2 to 3 years to
I gotta
evaluate.
do it. I apologize. Shout out my guy Bull City King for that super chat. Say, so you try to tell me that Seattle D was better than New Orleans No, and Bryce completed 67% versus 57% from Andy Dalton. All right, now, to the guy that said Bryce need at least 2 years to get a fair assessment. That's a crock of shit. Because you do okay. My question
give
is,
him time to develop,
do
man.
CJ Stroud need 2 years to get a fair assessment?
Dude, that
That's
means
a
we're gonna
different
lose the records
team,
for the
bro.
next 2
Different
years.
situation, different
all I'm
coaching
talking about
staff.
is the quarterbacks, my G.
Yeah,
That's it.
man.
Hey, okay. Let me put it to you this way.
Team.
Let me put it to you this way.
The Carolina Panthers are better than the fucking the Houston Texans.
Okay, so if the Texans do good for like the first half of the season, and then CJ Stroud starts struggling mightily for like 4 or 5 games straight, and then flip it, and the Panthers start doing good for about 4 or 5 games, and Bryce starts looking good, win or loss, then who's the bust?
Listen,
how do you evaluate that then?
How
do you evaluate? What I'm trying to say is rookie quarterbacks are going to have struggles at different times of the year.
Listen,
you can't
get his ass
game sample
No,
size and
man,
say someone's not good
that's
or someone's
hypothetical
good.
shit, man. That's hypothetical shit. You know
This
that.
is not about
That's
so
bullshit.
this is not about being a bust. You know what I'm saying? There was times where you gotta look. Some people was meant to start off like that, but at the end of the day, everybody had to learn from something, right? So like my uncle, he's a mechanic. I was young. I had to watch that nigga before I just work on a car. It wasn't about me being a bad mechanic. I just had to take time to find
that
out
being
what
said,
this is.
guess what?
It don't
The
have to have
Carolina.
nothing about
Hold
being
up.
a
Let me
bust.
say this right here. The Carolina Panthers had different quarterbacks for the last 5 years, every year. You do know that, right? So what makes this quarterback right here any different from the rest? Tell me.
He's a rookie first round pick.
Okay, but they've had different quarterbacks though.
Yeah, those were
See, that's the
recycled
part you're-
quarterbacks. That's not the same, bro. That's a recycled quarterback.
the MC, that's a fact. He a first overall rookie quarterback. You feel what I'm saying?
So was Trevor Lawrence, and he didn't do great his first year in the league.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Y'all want to compare quarterbacks? Y'all want to compare quarterbacks?
He
got a point, Howard.
Every year we had a different quarterback.
What does that have to? What is the argument you're trying to make, Howard? I don't understand.
The argument I'm putting is every year it's the same. It's more the same shit right now. We got another quarterback. Hold up. Every year we say we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. We get a quarterback. We get a quarterback. We get a quarterback. We got one now, and he don't look like shit.
It's not the same, Howard. It's not the same. No. This is a whole new staff. A lot of different players.
Where have they looked good at yet? Tell me where they look good at yet. Because right now in my book, they 0-6
it's
right now.
It's gonna take time, bro.
They 0-6. To me, they 0-6 because they lost 3 preseason
season as a continuation of the last fucking
it's the same
coaches and shit.
Dog. You ain't seen a change yet. You ain't seen nothing change.
It's not gonna change quickly, bro. We're technically rebuilding.
Man, we haven't seen a change.
Hold on, guys. I got something for Unc real quick.
Wait, hold on. He said that the other quarterbacks that we...
So historically,
he said that the other quarter...
go ahead. Go ahead.
This is gonna be cool. He said that the other quarterbacks was hand-me-down from other teams, but how about what's the quarterback we had? He was a rookie. What was his name? Allen or something like that. He was a rookie. I don't think Kyle Allen. Listen, crazy part. He was a rookie. He broke his arm or whatnot, and he still played with a broke arm. Bryce Young had an ankle. So you said
Bryce
Young played with a broke arm. What the fuck are you talking about? What the hell are you talking? He didn't play no broke arm. He won like 4 games and the wheels fell off of that motherfucker. Because Christian McCaffrey was carrying this fucking team.
Bryce has played 6 games already. How many has he won yet, or even got close to winning yet?
This is gonna be.
Bryce don't have Christian McCaffrey to throw the ball to every damn play.
Fuck Christian McCaffrey.
Hold on.
If you want to talk about him, then I'll talk about Cam Newton. How about that?
Oh my God!
Okay, then I don't want to hear nothing about Christian McCaffrey. Then I don't want to hear shit.
It's a different situation.
I'm starting to think your baby daddy Howard.
I'm keeping it about the quarterback.
No, I don't want to hear. I can't talk about certain people, but y'all can. No, we ain't talking about Christian or Cam. Is what Bryce supposed to be able to do?
Who keeps bringing Cam up, bro? I brought Christian up for the point of the fact that he was trying to say Kyle Allen was doing better than Bryce, but
I did not say
Bryce don't have
See, that's
Cam
the point.
Newton.
See
Well,
Bryce don't have fucking Christian
y'all getting
McCaffrey.
carried the
Got me
fuck away,
fucking,
guys.
got me fucking mixing up my
Y'all
words
getting
and shit.
carried away.
Who said that?
See
I never
now,
said-
hold on, guys. Y'all getting carried away, man. First off, let me kind of put y'all back in the bus a little bit. Bryce came out on the interview today and said that when the reporter asked his ass, Howard, when did he get hurt or when did he hurt his ankle? Bryce looked that woman in her eyes and said, "Oh, I don't know. I don't know when I heard it."
He got benched, man. He got benched. Anybody with common sense would know that. These delusional people talking crazy, and they don't know football.
Howard, that's my point. That's why we here today. If we all know this nigga got benched, and even Bryce said himself, he don't know when he got hurt.
Hey, that's my point too. When I said something about Carolina, I did not say nothing about him being better than Wes McCullough. I said it was a time where he got hurt and he had that cast on, and they still had him out there on the field.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
You don't? Damn, bro, where you been at? Yeah, we had a quarterback playing with a whole
Kyle
sling on
Allen
his
didn't
arm.
do nothing like that. There ain't no fucking way.
I put money on that.
That man was trash.
My point is, we've seen different faces as QB1 every year for the last 5 years. We've seen that.
How many of them were fucking first round picks, first overall in the draft? How many of them were that?
And I'm gonna get on. Okay, so they wasn't first round picks. But what is your first round?
But he's still recycled. We already knew what he was.
But they still new faces, right? They still different, right?
Okay. You're comparing recycled quarterbacks to a quarterback we just got that ain't been in the league.
He might as well have been recycled because look at his play. Look at his play on the field, bro.
It's 2 games.
I can see if he was making some type of difference.
2 games. He's a rookie.
Oh yeah, it would have been 3 if he didn't got benched. Okay. He got benched.
Y'all that's speculation. That's not even fact. That's just speculation, bro. You just speculate.
Okay, he hurt.
If you're gonna come at me, come at me with facts, bro.
I'm coming at speculation. Hold on, what speculation, HC? What speculation, HC?
He wasn't hurt. Basically, what he was trying to say.
But Bryce said,
Bryce
said that himself, dog.
He said he didn't. Oh my god! He said he didn't feel the ankle injury until after the game, and that's definitely possible when you got all that adrenaline going. You running for your life. It's definitely fucking possible.
So you telling me now that he's not equipped to run? That's what you're saying?
No, what the fuck, bro? You trying to read too much into shit, bro? Fuck out.
Nah, you saying it. I'm giving you your word.
I didn't say he couldn't run. When did I say that?
For one, I wouldn't believe shit that any of these players say, because at the end of the day, we had a player just like that by the name of, I'm not gonna say his name, where he could be injured but still be out there trying to hurt his goddamn self.
You talking about Cam Newton? That was the coach's fault. The coaches should have sat his ass down on the bench because they knew he was hurt. They knew he was hurt.
Hey, real quick.
Why are we talking
real quick, Charlito? Shout out Euphoric for that super chat. Lighting the screen up. Say a rookie lost 2 games, a veteran lost 1. Say both are fucking losers. Come on with that shit, Euphoric.
We need a win, man, before we can start talking.
Oh yeah, we definitely need a win. I don't give a fuck how it comes.
As a man, don't just blame the coaches for that, because Cam too should have been like, nah, I'm not finna get out there and hurt my team.
Hold on, guys. Who was that called my name? Nick. Talk to me.
So, right or wrong, right? Historically, you keep talking about how good CJ Stroud's doing. Historically, Ohio State quarterbacks usually do come out that first year fucking hot to try.
That's a fucking lie. Historically, Ohio State quarterbacks has had a curse on them. That's what's been the saying around Ohio State quarterbacks.
Historically,
go back and
Alabama
look at
always
every Ohio State quarterback. They say they never made it in the NFL.
Historically, Alabama's always in the thick of things with or without a Bryce Young. How about that? That's a good ass team.
Look, It could go both. Yeah, it could go both ways. So, anyways,
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but I'm not
I don't want to
talking
hear
about
that
college
shit.
football, Howard. I'm talking about the
But at the end of
NFL.
the day, we're talking about right now. So, at the end of the day, Bryce Young just isn't looking good right now.
He don't look good. Call it what it
It's
is.
not talking bad about him. It's not talking bad about him. It's not down at him. It's not talking. It's not trying to put the man down. Just he's
Say what it
not
is.
gonna help you. It's not gonna
When y'all
help us
when y'all
as
keep
a team.
talking that fantasy, that fairy tale fantasy shit, people is gonna rebuttal that shit, man.
Yeah, it's not gonna help us
Anybody
as a
want to hear
team to
that
keep
shit?
putting it back on him to be looking bad. Talking about something. Well, he's a rookie all the time. Every game, he's a rookie. And that's the law.
Shout out my guy
beginning.
M7J7 in the chat. I see you, my G.
You know, we got.
There's no point in having the same excuses every time we take a loss because it's gonna be the same
Every time is
thing.
an
He's
excuse.
a rookie.
So
Oh,
no.
he's a
It ain't no excuse. It's just
every
it
time,
ain't no
man.
excuse. Hold on. So Patrick Mahomes himself came out and said the game didn't slow down for him till the third year.
What? You
Now,
listen,
hold on,
Patrick
Howard, before
Mahomes
you start going off
and
on
that
the
boy
front end,
Bryce Young,
hold
get them
on.
out of the same sentence, man.
Hold on.
Get out the same sentence with that dude, man. Stop that.
No, so
I'm tired of you doing that.
historically,
Fuck you,
no,
this guy.
Hold on, Howard. Let the man talk, Daddy.
So Patrick Mahomes came out and said the game didn't slow down for him for the third year. And y'all expect the game to slow down for Bryce Young within 2 games against a division
man, come on, man. Nobody want to hear that bullshit.
Plus, on top of that, I guarantee you, if you pull up Pat Mahomes' stats when he first played, is looking better than Bryce's. His yards and everything
walked into a good situation, bro.
The first time he got on the field was good.
But y'all just used them, so I'm going to use that regardless of what situation.
I didn't use them. I'm just chiming in.
Well, yeah, you should have kicked Nick when he used it then. Don't wait till he say something about it.
Pat Mahomes.
It's a different situation. Like I've been saying this whole time.
Hell no.
You can't be. We keep bringing up other quarterbacks. We need to stop because you really can't compare quarterbacks because it's different situations.
No, it ain't no different situation, man. Bullshit.
Hold on.
Your boy said Pat Mahomes.
Y'all are acting like I'm comparing Bryce Young to Patrick Mahomes. I'm not. I'm saying the game didn't slow down for 3 years. You got to get Bryce Young.
You know what, Nick? A lot of quarterbacks have said shit like that.
I'm not saying that.
A lot of quarterbacks have said that shit, man.
The reason why I said it's a different situation is because Mahomes wasn't drafted first overall, and he sat for like 2 or 3 years before he even stepped foot on the field.
So that makes it even worse.
Bryce the same way. Do Bryce the same way.
Yeah, Bryce should have set his ass down.
Hey, okay. You can't do that.
Howard charged the fuck up tonight. Hold on,
now they don't want Bryce to sit down.
Well, yeah,
but
hold on, Howard.
Chill
out, goddammit.
He's got
hold on, fellas. Shout out River Rising for their super chat. Say the front office would fail any quarterback that walks in. Shout out the 2 fellas that pulled up, Trucker 49. Shout out Brock.
Let me say this right quick, then I'm gone. Okay, the Panthers organization has a history of not paying players, right? So we can get the necessary pieces, whether it's a quarterback or wide receivers or linebackers or so forth and so forth. So what makes you think that they're going to all of a sudden have this quarterback with so many deficiencies, right? With so many deficiencies that we're going to put all these pieces around him and then go to the promised land with him. It's not going to happen.
That's what y'all was saying. That's what the fuck y'all was saying.
When he first got there, I don't understand your point, bro. He don't have really a lot of weapons around him right now that are going to
well, you get on them for saying that, because Unc feels differently. Okay,
I'm just saying the way he was, he was putting it all on Bryce. And so Bryce had all these issues, but no, it's our whole offense as a collective that has a fucking issue.
Well, guess what? Some people feel like he got the weapons.
Help him.
Some people feel like he don't
help him.
Well, let me ask you something, Trucker. Shout out Trucker 49. Let me ask you something. First off, shout out my guy Trucker 49. What's popping, my G? Good to hear you.
On the gentleman's jack, you know.
You know that's my shit too. Hey, look. Let me ask you something. Bryce Young say he ready to play, ready to start, ready to win. But Andy Dalton is still healthy. My question is simple, my G.
What?
I mean, did
What?
Andy Dalton not do enough to keep the starting job? That's what I'm asking.
This is my take. I think he has to play because he costs so goddamn much. That's why he got to play, because he costs so much. It's that
Continue to make
simple.
it and continue to stink up the joint. Continue to stink it
Now,
all up.
let me finish.
Go ahead, finish my G. Get your shit off.
His draft was a roll of the dice. I think they knew that he would either be a bust or he would be what people expectations were. And being that we're in this fit right now, this is what it is. That's just what it is. It's no good right now. So here we are going back and forth with each other saying, oh, give him time. But we don't want that. We don't have the time because we already given the organization the time to do something. And they made poor decisions up until this point.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. He's not our guy.
I ain't got to say that again. We got the wrong guy.
Mama little baby love short. Mama little baby love short.
He's not our guy. He's not our guy.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He ain't our guy, yo.
He's not our guy.
And the sooner you say that, the sooner you release that you hold on your.
You gotta say it, man. You gotta say it.
He was a roll of the dice. I'm telling you, he was a roll of the dice.
Hey, go back and watch one of the lives I did about 6 months ago. I told you, don't roll the dice on Bryce. Goddamn it! I told
Nick,
you that.
I wasn't saying that, comparing the situation, but you brought up Pat Mahomes, and then when I said what I said, your boy with the H on, I don't know his name. He said
when you spoke on him, they didn't want you to say nothing. He didn't want you to say nothing about Patrick Mahomes.
Listen, hold on, Howard.
That's the bullshit.
Hold on, wait, Howard. Then he said that they was in different situations. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I got on dude with the H, and I was like, well, then don't give me Pat Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? Give me a quarterback that was in a worse situation. So this is what Up gonna love. Wait.
I looked up Patrick Mahomes' stats on his rookie season. He had a completion percentage of 62.9 and an average yards of 284 per game.
That's not bad. That's good.
Yeah, that's way better than Bryce Young's percentage.
That's good. That's good.
So basically, what I was gonna say was, wait, listen.
Saying that's good?
Wait a minute. Hold on. How the fuck that's the same as Bryce?
Okay. So you want to? I'll pull up the Saints game. Do you want the Saints or Commanders, Howard? You want Saints or Commanders?
Listen. Now hold on. Bryce only he threw under 200 yards every game. Under.
Thank you. So, but anyways, like I was gonna say, I'm gonna love this. So I told him to give me a quarterback that was in a worse situation instead of Pat Mahomes. Dude, gonna say that he was in a different situation. Well, I got one. How about CJ Stroud? Because the last time I remember, Houston was in a worse situation. And what's going on there?
They are.
Look at CJ Stroud. Look at CJ Stroud.
But look,
like I said last night, Charlito, give CJ Stroud Adam Thielen right now. Give CJ Stroud DJ Chop.
Listen.
Then turn around and give him Hayden Hurst and throw Terrence Marshall and fucking Jonathan Mingo in the group with him. Watch what he do with them guys. He go find them. He go hit them. He go take chances.
Y'all know Jonathan Taylor done going back, ain't it?
Y'all should have listened to me when I told you the first time.
Well, they should have picked one of the dreadheads, either Stroud or AR. One of the two.
The difference is the Texans coaching staff isn't trying to set CJ up for failure like the Carolinas are doing Bryce.
Well, why would you say that though?
But what about his play on the field though? When are you going to speak about him playing on the field? Him?
I already spoke on it.
Okay, it looks like shit.
We both are bad situations. Just one, but we both are bad situations. Just one rookie can make the best out of his situation, the other can't. But we got a veteran that can make the best out of this worst situation. Y'all don't want to use him.
So are y'all telling me? Hold on, let me ask y'all a valid question right here. Are y'all telling me if Steve Wilkes was still the head coach, Bryce would be in a better situation?
Hell yeah. Well, he wouldn't even been the quarterback. So we wouldn't even have to worry about that shit. It would have been your guy or my guy.
What you
One of the two.
fucking with over there making that noise?
That's not me. That's somebody else doing that shit. That ain't me.
Typing.
Somebody was typing. I think that's Nick doing that shit.
Nah, that ain't me.
Trying to look up some shit.
I know if we had Steve Wills, we'd have a better
fucking
run
with Nick,
game. I know that for fucking sure.
Yeah, you gonna stop fucking with Nick, Howard.
Fucking hell. The fact that we don't have a run game right now is
Nick, right? I love Nick, but right now Nick is fucking delusional. Straight the fuck up. Just like that.
I just say
He's
really
delusional as hell, man.
Sit, man. Look, this don't have shit to do with Bryce. There's nothing against Bryce, but damn, like, just sit down. Even if you're not ready, it's okay for you to be like, I'm not ready. I just want to sit and watch.
100%.
Why we got to do all that shit though? Why we got to do that?
Gonna sit him down.
My guy said it best. They giving him too much. They invested too much.
Right, they invested too much.
So that's even better. That's even better for you to sit his ass.
Who falls that?
Hold on, guys. Hold on. So I agreed with you that Bryce is not ready, and I agreed with you that he should sit down. But all I'm saying is, don't let your frustrations that you didn't get CJ or didn't get this or you didn't get that, or even your frustrations with Bryce, blind you to the good he is doing, and just not focus on the bad.
We're not saying
Nick, as much as I don't like Young, I was waiting for this dude to prove me the fuck wrong. I'm not lying. And you can ask Unc. I told Unc that. I said, hey, if he proved me wrong, I'm Bryce Young out, just like how you was, Unc. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't giving him the benefit of the doubt. I wasn't being optimistic or anything. And now he just proved my points.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We're not frustrated at the situation. We want the best for the team. And the thing is, if you paid a lot, that's even better for you to sit it down. Like, I'm not finna sit there and pay a lot for a damn car. And I got a whole nother cheaper car out here, and I'm finna drive the cheaper car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, fuck that. I'm gonna sit that bitch and drive it every weekend or something.
If you're saying he a rookie,
I don't want to pay a lot for something and damage it. So at the end of the day, he should be better on the. Even if I did risk a lot of
the only thing is they fucked up and gave him. He got a lot of money. But if you want him to grow like you say, then let his ass sit on the fucking bench.
How is that gonna help him grow?
And learn.
Live game reps. Practice reps the same as live game reps. He needs to see what these defenses are gonna throw at him at the NFL. You can see it on the sideline, but it's not gonna help you when it comes game time. That's not going to help you.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Because guess what?
Well, hold on, Charlito. Y'all hold up one second. Let me shout this money. Shout out my guy Jonathan Jett for that super chat. Say AR 2 touchdowns first quarter. Y'all do the math, huh?
He basically saying since AR got 2 touchdowns in the first quarter that he's
running touchdowns. That shit. Okay, he a running back then.
This the part I don't like, when you start saying running. What makes you think passing trumps running? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a win that counts.
Because he a fucking quarterback.
A win that counts, man. A win.
You're a quarterback first, bro.
So you're a fucking quarterback, Howard. That's why. That's why.
A lot of these running quarterbacks, when you shut down and run, and
you don't draft a quarterback because he a runner.
Like I told you, they got Taylor back on that team. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna cause havoc. They're already 2-1.
You want to know? So basically, you want to know how a lot of these NFL players get better? They watch tape.
Yep.
Luke Kuechly,
you have to be able to execute against the shit that you're watching. You have to experience it.
Time out. Luke Kuechly spent more time in the doggone tape room than anybody else on the field, and he probably in the NFL just about. And he became a beast. Like,
Kuechly played as what
you still learn stuff, and then on top of that, say for this is this. Okay, I'm finna reverse it on you, right? So we put Bryce Young on the field, right? Guess what? Now all the teams know exactly who Bryce Young is, and know his weaknesses, and know how to beat him.
Yes,
but if they don't see what they're working with, they don't know. They got to guess on how they're gonna play you. The coach got to guess on how to game plan against you. But because you're on the field, they know
a gimmick.
You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, it could have a plus to it, but then again, it can have a negative to it. But I would rather for you to learn what you can while you can.
Right.
The same way you do in school. You ain't just go to high school, middle school, elementary school welding. You had to sit and learn your shit and then go to college to learn how to weld.
We're
then you start
comparing
touching
apples
the
to
welding
oranges
machine.
here, bro.
Nah, it ain't no apples to no goddamn orange.
They don't have
Ain't none of that shit here. I'm gonna break that down. Can I break that down?
You
right
had to
fast?
sit in the back of the car and goddamn be driven around before your ass got into the front seat to drive. Otherwise, if you would have started at a young age, you would have ran
All
You know, and Carlito, you're right. See, on one hand, they say he a rookie. He got to learn. On one hand,
depends upon
he's a
what
rookie. He
type
got to
of
learn.
learner you are. If you're a hands-on learner, then you're a hands-on learner. But if you're a visual learner and a hands-on learner, then that just literally makes your like.
So which one is
possibilities
he?
of learning.
Which one is he then? Which one is he?
He's
Oh,
both.
he's
But
both.
even if you're
Oh,
a
so he's
hands-on
both
learner,
now, right?
Yeah, there's
So
such
sitting
thing
him
called
down on the bench would be
ambidextrous, bro.
okay. Sitting
It's
him
called
down on the
even if
bench
you're a
would be
hands-on
okay,
learner, you
right?
still gonna have to
Listen,
do.
you can
Okay,
either
so
sit him
you're
down
on
on the
now.
bench
hands-on
because
learner,
of
but
his
guess what?
injury
You
and
still
let
have
him
to do
sit back
things
and
that
watch.
ain't
What
hands-on.
injury? That man is not
Look,
injured, bro.
look. Yes, he is. How do you know? How do you know
Well, how
that?
do you know he is? How do you know he is?
How do you know that he? Because he literally came out and said that he
So
was.
now,
Just because you don't remember,
I don't believe
listen.
that
Hold
shit.
on. Just because you don't remember when you got hurt doesn't mean that you don't know that you got
Well, that
injured.
sounds dumb
You
as
still
fuck.
got fucking injured.
That sounds dumb as fuck, man.
It
I don't
sounds
care how
dumb
you
as
say
fuck,
it.
but it's
Howard,
literally
That shit
happening to me
sounds
right
dumb as
now,
hell,
bro.
man.
I'm being completely honest with you right now. I did not
No,
even know that I was
listen,
gonna
man.
pull my
Hey,
fucking
listen.
hamstring or tear
You
my
can be honest
hamstring, but
all
it
you want
literally
to. We
happened
both
at
are
the blink
human
of an eye,
beings.
and I didn't
You
even know it
know
was
when
gonna
the
happen.
fuck if something happened to you, you know when it happened. There ain't
No,
no
you don't.
bullshit to
You
that.
don't know until
Get
it
out of here with that
happens.
shit, there,
You
man.
don't know until it happens, bro.
Sometimes,
Your ass,
some
man.
people are different,
Hey,
bro. My brother,
You can
Jay,
be
guess what?
delusional all you want to.
hold on, real quick. My brother broke his toe, his big toe, in the middle of a
Right.
game, bro. He didn't feel
Right.
any. He kept playing through it. Some people
That's
have me.
adrenaline.
It's called
You feel me? Some
adrenaline.
people have adrenaline, bro. They just go
Oh,
through it. Some people have different
Adrenaline
pain
can
thresholds.
literally
yeah.
make a human
Yeah.
act
Yeah.
But
way
Jay,
Hey,
different
hold
than
guess
on,
what
anything
though?
fellas.
else,
Hold
bro.
on, fellas. Hey, look, I see y'all boys having a good heated debate about the subject. Yeah, me. Shout out my guy Geek Gaming for that super chat, lighting the goddamn screen up. Say statistically, in 100 years, only 2 quarterbacks near Bryce size won a Super Bowl. And those
Come in.
quarterbacks had low expectations when they first started for their team.
That's Russell Wilson and
But
that's
now
Drew
one of
Brees.
them motherfuckers first overall picks, man. A first overall pick don't have low expectations for his team. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
No
It's high
fan
expectations
base
for him.
does that. Even if they drafted him number 2 overall, their expectations is high.
Thank you.
Listen,
I was gonna say that.
Wilson
What's
walked
wild to
into
me is we weren't even the worst.
Wilson walked
What?
into a perfect. He went to a perfect ass team. That team was
Facts.
well put together.
They had a Super Bowl
Well
defense.
put together.
They had a
The
Super Bowl
Who you
defense.
talking about?
Russell
Seattle.
Wilson. Yeah, when he went to that's facts too.
All right, I'm
That
back.
defense was
Hold
ready.
on, who was Howard talking about?
He's talking about Russell Wilson.
Oh,
Russell Wilson wasn't first overall.
yeah,
No,
he
but
wasn't the first
he's saying
overall pick.
But
But
he's
he
saying the
still went to a
situation that
decent
he
spot. Like
inherited, like even as
situations,
a
you don't
third
have to
overall
be with a
pick.
defense like that to give
But
you
Yeah,
chances.
he had a Super Bowl caliber defense. He had
Already.
Marshawn
Already.
Lynch. Yeah, like
All
he
you
had a
gotta do,
top 5 running back.
all you gotta do is not make a bunch of mistakes. You are in there. You limit your mistakes, you're in there. It's like
It's
it's
how you
like the
correct your
Buccaneers.
mistakes.
It's
Y'all
almost
go
like
ahead. I'll be right back in.
Yeah. It's almost like the Buccaneers when they had Jamie and Winston, but they was like
then what did
they
Bryce
kept
inherit?
throwing interceptions and shit, so they got Tom Brady and won the Super Bowls. Like the situation. But to what's your name, Jay? Like even though you're hands on, I don't care. It's a lot of people hands on, but when you go to school, you're not gonna just touch a motor. I'm sorry, touch anything you want to do, whether it's nurse or anything. You still gonna have to learn to take.
Yeah, you gotta
have
learn
to
the
learn on the
terminology.
test and take tests.
I got
You
It's
still
called the
have to do that
terminology.
before you get on that
something for you,
field.
And that's the audio part that I'm talking about that he has.
So
It's like the
I'm
terminology.
I am the
I don't know,
hypothetical
man.
hands-on learner that you're talking about that you had to sit and learn. I can promise you this: every class I've attended, I've made straight F's, and I ain't bragging about it or nothing. But I can tell you how to tear apart and fix just about anything you need to know how to fix.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's the
understand that.
difference
But
in
guess what
learning,
though?
bro.
But
You had to sit and
every
learn though before you start doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
everything
Unless you
y'all
bought your own
saying,
shit to
everything
break
y'all
down.
saying he hands on and he this and that, ain't none of that showing. Hands-on or
Bruh,
learning.
He's
None
Howard, what
of
do you
improving
that
want
each
is
to
going
see?
on.
game. Howard has
Howard, what do you want to see?
Hey, listen, like y'all said that preseason didn't matter. Y'all said that.
Some of
I'll
y'all
be
said that,
damned.
yeah.
This dude playing the
Yo.
same fucking way he played in the preseason.
Bro, do
Bro,
you
hold
understand
on.
every time whenever we
Howard,
bring it out,
Howard, I need you.
bro, we
I
keep
need you to
on.
understand this, Howard. Pro Football Focus has calculated we have given up 60 quarterback pressures in the first 3 games. It has nothing to do with the quarterback. You're as good as your offensive. You're as good as your offensive line makes you.
Yeah,
All these excuses you're saying right
Every
now,
time whenever we bring out a
he
fact,
is
Think
smart
about that.
enough to get past that. Cam
Yeah.
Newton went through that type of shit.
Yeah.
He
Bruh,
went
you
through
keep
that.
on
So
bringing
it's
up
not
Cam
He
Newton
just
as
the
if
went
he
O-line
literally
through
had a
quarterback.
that.
better
It's
So
system
you
than
telling
him
me?
in our
So
first
you
rookie
telling me?
season,
You
dog.
telling me
You
Bryce
can't
Young
stop
better than
him.
Cam Newton? Is
Wait,
Bryce
time
Young
out.
better than Cam
I'm gonna
Newton?
be honest with bro,
Okay.
It's
All
also
right.
you
I'm
gotta
glad
put
you
it on
said
the
that.
quarterback
bro,
too.
Howard,
You know what
every
I'm
time when
saying?
you make
Come on,
that
man.
Cam
Of
Newton
course
analogy,
not. I
bro.
take Cam.
Wait,
I take Cam
Come on,
Newton
man.
right now.
Anytime you got to
Howard,
bring
every time when
the
you
second string quarterback out to go for a
hold on,
4th
time
and
out.
1, that tells you a fucking lot right there.
So
it
it's
doesn't
also
tell
it's
you a
not
That's
just
lot,
the
just
bro. It
all
just
right.
tells
So
you
if
that
we
they
was
have a
rush that
different
statistics.
many
package
times,
because the
if we
Saints
was
do
rush,
the same thing.
hold on.
The Saints
Andy
do the
If we
same
was
Dalton
rush
has
thing.
that
If they
always
many
don't
been
get
known
times,
to have
pressure,
a good quarterback sneaker.
Huh?
the
Danny
Saints do
hold
the
Dalton's
on.
always
If
been
we
same.
a
was
pretty
rush
good.
that many
He's
times
been
of
very good
pressure,
at converting
all three
QB sneaks. He's
on
always been good
Man,
at
listen, man. We all know the real reason why they did that. Don't try to act like y'all. See,
Bro,
that's
you
the
Howard.
don't
part.
need to be
Y'all
good
won't
Howard,
in
call
order
a
Howard,
to
you also
do a
have to
spade a
QB
understand.
sneak,
spade.
bro.
You
Y'all
remember
will
the
what
not
Dak
happened
gonna
call
when
a
get
Patrick
home,
spade a
bro.
Mahomes?
spade.
Hold on now,
Howard,
Howard. You
keep
remember when
alluding
Patrick
to
Y'all
this
will
big
Mahomes
call it,
shit, bro.
man.
Just
Y'all
move
will
the
got
call it.
hurt
fucking
on
Texas,
that QB
bro.
sneak against the Vegas
What's
Raiders?
real in y'all face, y'all don't call it. Y'all start
Bro,
talking
you
about
are
some.
worried
Y'all
about
start talking
size,
about
Howard.
shit
Wait,
nobody sees.
hold on.
Howard,
That's the
every
part.
time you are worried about
So
size, bro.
remember,
You are worried about
Hold
size,
on,
and
y'all.
it
Time
don't
out
fucking
now.
matter.
You're putting
You are biased
unrealistic
y'all
about
talk about
size.
expectations
shit
on this
that
kid.
nobody else
You
sees,
are
man. But
biased
the shit
about
that we
size.
see, y'all said don't believe that. That's
Because you
You are
crazy.
focus on
biased
only
about
the
size,
negative.
bro.
That's crazy, man.
Wait, y'all. Hold up. Time out. Goddamn. Control. You know what I'm saying? Like, for one, it's not just if we was pressured and gave up all those pressures and sacks, whatever, in 3 games, you could blame the O-line too. But you also got to blame the quarterback because all the quarterbacks, even in the league, every quarterback gonna have rushes or pressures, regardless what.
Damn
You
right.
know what I'm saying? But Andy Dalton made the most out of all that better than what Bryce
All of
Young
that,
did.
man.
That's all.
He's
That's
a
all we're
veteran.
saying.
He's
Okay.
We're not
Y'all keep alluding to the
saying that.
What
interception
is this,
thing. Y'all
bro?
keep
Like,
alluding to the interception thing,
It's
and I
not
want to
just
break
that.
that down right
Okay,
fast.
No,
listen, Jay.
you
I
can
want to
try
break
to
that
break
down.
that down. We saw that shit, man.
Jay.
We
No,
saw it.
I'm gonna break that
Hold
down
on.
We
for you. I'm gonna
saw it.
break
I
it
don't
down
know
for
your
you.
name, so I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
call
break
you
it
Jay,
down for you
bro.
because
Hold
you
on,
keep
wait.
on
I'm not
alluding
just
to
You're
it,
talking
trying to
and
about
that's
tell
that.
Howard's
my
Okay,
eyes
ammunition.
that
what
was
it seems.
That's Howard's
a.
ammunition.
Hold on,
My
Howard.
bad.
Hold on, Howard. Jay, I'm not just talking about the interceptions and the fumbles, right? So we also seen a 4th quarter where Bryce Young was just throwing the damn ball out of bounds. That's an incompletion. You know what I'm saying?
Bruh, that's
It's
because the
parts
receiver's
where he was
locked
just
up.
throwing the ball,
You
running
throw it
around,
out of
doing
bounds
dumb
so it
shit.
doesn't end in a loss of yardage. That's the reason
It's
why you
still
throw it out of bounds.
incompletion, bro.
You throw it
And at
out
the
of
end of the
bounds
day,
because it's
hey,
an incompletion
listen to
because your
this, Jay.
receiver isn't open.
See, the bigger
Who
picture
do
is
you want to
this.
throw it to?
Look,
Joe,
the
bro,
bigger
you're
picture is
forcing a
this.
pass at that
And
point.
listen, Andy Dalton forced plenty of passes and got that shit
Bruh,
caught.
and he literally was not playing against a top-rated defense. That's the
Oh
point I'm
my
trying to tell you right
God.
there,
You
bro.
want to
He
believe
was
every
literally not even
excuse in
playing
the
against
Now
their
world
that's
best.
to
He
fit
that's
was
the
what
not
you're
even playing
delusional
against
part
their
saying.
coming
best.
up
That's
This
not
is
an
again.
literally
excuse.
what we're playing
That's
against.
not an excuse. He
So why
wasn't
would
even
you
playing
have
against
Bryce?
their
So
best.
go back to the main
Bruh.
conversation though. So why
Bruh,
would you have
Kobe
a
Bryant
rookie
and
quarterback
Tyreek
playing
Woolen
in
was
game
not
one
out
and
there
game
whenever
two
we
when you
played
could have
against the
had Andy
Seahawks.
Dalton
So
playing in
stop
game one
making
and
that
game two then?
analogy. Stop making
No,
that
I'm gonna use it.
analogy.
I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use
Kobe
it because
Bryant
you wanna know
and
why?
Tyreek Woolen
You
was
wanna know
not
why?
out there.
Look,
Tyreek
hey,
Woolen
look,
and
Howard,
Kobe Bryant was not
You
out
heard
there.
how
If
you
they wasn't
said,
out there,
hey, Howard,
he was
you
not
heard how
throwing
you
it deep.
said, oh, but he was playing the number one defense and all that. So why the fuck
I
would you
said he
want your rookie
wasn't
to
playing
go
a number
against
one
them when you could be
defense.
playing against
Seahawks.
they
He
could be
wasn't
playing
even
against
playing.
Andy
Seahawks were
Dalton?
one of the worst
Bruh,
defenses
what I
going
mean
into
by
that game. They gave
what
up
I
It
36
mean by
sounds
number
yards.
one
stupid,
defense. Listen. Let me break it down and
No,
don't
no,
interrupt
you
me,
can't break
okay?
it down,
Let
bro.
me break it
Listen to what
down.
you
Cause
said.
you
You
not
said you
getting it.
wanted a
Cause you
rookie
not
to
getting
play
it.
against a hard
You
ass
not getting
defense,
it.
but then we got
You
a whole
not
veteran that
getting
can
it.
split
You
that
not
shit up.
getting it. You
I'm
not
telling
getting
you.
it. You're not getting it because
No,
it's not
you're
by
not
choice.
getting it.
It's not by
You're
choice.
not
It's
getting
not
it.
by choice. I
You're not
literally am
getting it.
trying to break it down to you, and you keep on interrupting me
You're
because you
not
know that I'm
getting
right
it.
and you're wrong.
So you're
Let me break it down.
you rather have Bryce Young to play game 1 and game 2 and not Andy Dalton? Because they're a
No,
hard defense, so you say.
that's not what I'm
I was
saying.
about to
But
say,
you're
Unc,
saying
we need
that.
you back in
You're
here. You
saying
got to
that.
be
Yeah,
But
yeah.
refereed.
Let me
literally,
back in
let
this
me
You
break
bitch.
got
this
to be
shit down.
Shout out
refereed,
Let me
Unc.
break this shit
Charlito.
down.
Hey,
Because every single
Charlito, let that
okay.
man talk, nigga. Let that man talk. Go ahead, talk your shit.
I
y'all
want to hear that
niggas went
bullshit.
crazy when I stepped down. Shout
I
out, my
want to hear that
niggas going
bullshit.
crazy. Oh, hold
All
on, before y'all get into it, man. I missed a couple jokes. Let me read this money, man, real fast. I apologize. Yeah, man. Give me a second, guys. Charlito, what y'all beefing for?
So basically, he said that Bryce Young played, against these hard ass defenses like Saints and the Falcons and all that bullshit. So I'm basically trying to sum it up. Why would you have? So if that's the case, why would you even put your rookie in a predicament to place hard quarterbacks? That should be Andy Dalton playing those hard defenses,
because it gives
rookie.
Listen, it gives you a reference point. It gives you a reference point to see and gauge about what your rookie can do and what he can't do. Because you played against the preseason. Hold on, let me finish. Literally, when you play in the preseason, you're not playing against the top-rated NFL talent and stuff like that. There are some flashes against some players that come out and stuff like that, but they're not the real deal. When you play against hold on. Whenever you play against the Falcons defense and stuff like that, you got AJ Terrell out there and you got Jesse Bates. Literally two elite people, elite DBs that have literally made a name for themselves in the NFL. So you cannot ignore that too. Then on top of that, he didn't even throw an interception in the Saints game, but every time whenever y'all keep on alluding to the interception thing, he literally came back. Hold on. And I'm going back to the Falcons game. So in the Falcons game, whenever he threw that first interception, he literally came back after he threw that interception and threw a touchdown. So that negates that interception now. He threw another one. Threw another one to the same player. So now that interception is now not negated. That's the only one that really counts. So y'all can only talk about that one.
Not negated. If you look at Bryce Young's
stats, the other one is negated because he went back and came back and
Hey, hold on. Hey, you can't keep saying hold on. You Charlito about to light your ass up. Hey, he just waiting to jump off the porch. Oh, you keep talking about hold on. Now you done said enough. Now Charlito get in his ass.
Man, for one, ain't no interception that a person throws gonna be overwritten, because if you look at his stats, it still shows on stats. Regardless of if you scored 3 touchdowns, it's still no. I don't want to hear that. I'm not giving that nigga that shit, bro.
So it's literally negated.
Yeah, Senpai, you gonna cut him off? Now tell his ass to hold on.
He had under 200 yards passing, man. Hush, man.
Okay, and then on top of that, it seemed like you just said, but you made an excuse, but he was playing the defense, but then you said, I also get you to analyze all the that your quarterback can do. But it sounds like really what it gives you is just a damn excuse for why Bryce Young looking bad, because that's all I hear you
not
doing.
An excuse. It's literally me breaking it down. If you call it an excuse, it's literally a breakdown. I literally broke it down word for word. You have only brought up stats, bro. Go ahead.
Would you rather? No, because for one, I'm not going to give you no excuses. You wanted to dump your little happy ass on the field. So at the end of the day, I'd rather go with Sam Darnold, which is Andy Dalton. I'd rather go with Andy Dalton as a veteran, because if I'm finna make an excuse of defense,
God damn, Charlito, you breaking up bad as hell. What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah, we got you now.
All right. So if you're gonna sit there and make a bunch of excuses, you wanted to see what Bryce Young do with a tough ass defense. So when I bring up that he looked bad in it, don't give me no excuses, because that's your fault for putting him out there. If that's the case, go ahead on and put a veteran out there. So if it do look bad, wouldn't care.
From your mistake.
Well, hold on, fellas. Now, hold on, fellas. I let y'all get carried away. Let me shout this money out first and foremost, man. Shout out Todd the Frenchman for that super chat. Say the hope and dream of the Panther fans rest on the arm of Andy Dalton. He say, hang tough, Panther fans. It will only get worse. Mediocrity. And Saints fan. Oh, that's a Saint fan. Shout out Todd the Frenchman. And then shout out Jonathan Jett again for that super chat. What he said? What Jonathan Jett said? He said a QB gonna do whatever the wind running or passing. That's a fact. Hey, fellas, I don't wanna get carried away, man. We're gonna continue this shit tomorrow. So we'll run a part 2 tomorrow. I gotta make a move right now. Shout out to everybody that pulled up tonight, man. I love y'all boys, man. Hold on to that energy. Shout out everybody that showed love in the super chat, lighting the screen up. Shout out everybody that showed love via Cash App. Hey, look, shout out to the chat, man. In the comments. Is Bryce ready? I don't think he is.
No.
And I'm going to leave it like that. Shout out everybody that pulled up, baby. One love in the chat, goddammit. We
one
go.
Love,
yeah, one love. One love, fellas.